just woke up. Couple bodies from the club dealing with this hangover. God damn. Hey.
Talk to me nice.
I don't talk at all.
I make a call this war. I'm off that I had a roll. Talk to me nice. I don't talk at all. I make a call this war. I'm off that. You know how he says Adderall like 4 or 5 times? Is that really a drug to get hyped to?
Adderall?
Yeah.
Adderall, some people just chill.
I mean, when I did it, I used to go crazy.
Like,
really?
If you don't have ADHD, then yeah, it'll make you go fucking.
Okay, so then maybe I got ADHD because every time I've taken it, I just wanted to clean and talk.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's it.
I used to do that shit when I worked at Skate Country.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You did what?
I used to do that shit and go skate.
Really?
Yeah.
You were working on every footwork move, weren't you?
Bro, son.
Left, right, hit him with the spin.
Bro, looked like he was in roll bounce in that. What?
Son, I fell and I swear to God I didn't feel it. I was like, all right, you gotta do that better. Gotta do that better. I got pretty good, too.
Charlie Summer's still out there.
Jesus.
Yeah, so before we even get started, definitely shout out to Mr. Charlie Summer. Because
absolutely.
He just, that's why, I mean, it doesn't matter to y'all, but it's a little late right now.
We just got plugged in our first movie, guys.
We just got our first movie credit. So, yeah, definitely check that out. He was here. I forgot what episode he was a part of, but he definitely came in one time. I tell you what. That episode did not get near the respect that it deserved because Charlie was on here dropping fucking gems.
Facts.
You hear me?
Facts.
And compared to like the other episodes, I feel like that should have been one of our top episodes.
Absolutely.
Because he's definitely in here talking filmmaking, talking about some of the people that he's hung out with, Robin fucking Williams, and like all of these other people. And that movie that we were talking about during that episode is now finally coming out. I think he said this week. Don't hold me to that just in case, but he did say this week, so definitely shout out to Mr. Charlie Summer. And if you go check it out, you might hear your boys in there somewhere. And your girl. You know what I'm saying? You might hear us in there somewhere in that movie. We ain't going to tell you where. We ain't going to tell you when. You're just going to have to go watch the whole movie. And, oh, look, I found him. Nah, we in another part, too. So definitely look out for that. But with that being said, thank you, everybody. This is the Hangover Podcast. Y'all have a good night.
Peace.
We out.
Oh, shit. Welcome, everybody, to the Hangover Podcast.
That would have been fucking great.
That would have been fucking awesome. Like, all right, we're going to bed, guys. Good night. But I am your host, Trey, a.k.a. Walter White, a.k.a. I've only owned 2 pairs of shoes my entire life. I don't see any reason to own a bunch more. I don't know why that needs to be a thing. I've gotten shit for that before. Somebody actually gave me shit one time. They were like, Scott, you know, you're making decent money now. Like, cause I knew them back in the Papa John's days, and they were just like, yeah, so you should probably own like a good couple pairs of shoes at least. And I'm like, for what? I don't understand the point.
I'm one of them niggas that own a lot of pairs of shoes, but I'm not one of them niggas that pay a lot of money for the pairs of shoes.
Okay,
that
that's different to me. That's different.
You know
to
what
me.
I'm saying?
I'm the nigga that buy Jordans and go hoop in them.
Not
really.
Me. No.
Yeah.
That sounds insane.
How?
Not me.
Like you buy
Isn't
like
that
the
their
new
purpose?
Jordans?
I mean, yeah, the basketball shoes, but I'm not about to go buy a pair of fucking Jordans at all.
But yeah, but
Because for that same pair, I can get 3 more at Ross Dress for less. You dig? I wear champs, nigga. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But wait,
yeah, but it was like
like
the sporty kind, like it was like the sporty running Jordan
not
shoes.
the $300 ones.
No.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I mean,
Making sure.
I mean,
so you wearing Air Jordans? You not wearing like Jordan?
Nah, but I hoop in them
like
bitches
the flights.
too. Yeah, like I'd piss every black dude off on that court.
You not the Jordans. You in the
No, you gonna win the game automatically because
the layup Jordan.
I'm about to say you gonna win that game because every motherfucker gonna be like, every time you step the line.
As soon as he comes towards you, you can be like, oh shit, watch out, dog. Back up.
Don't step on him. Don't step on him. Sitting across from me as always is Takeoff Music's very own Mr. TRTL.
That's the guy.
And then sitting a couple spaces down to me to my left, we have the infamous, the aggravation, the won't take his puppies to go get Santa pictures taken. We have Mr. Average Joe.
I was at work.
You wouldn't have gone in.
No, I was about to say, let me ask you that question. Would you have gone had you not been at work?
That's a Texas size no. Fuck no. It is football Sunday.
Right.
My legs are still shaking from the Niners game.
Nothing.
And then sitting to my left, we have the beautiful, the sexual, I don't want to say illustrious.
The Mother Tequila.
The Mother Tequila herself. The baby Grislin's mama.
I'm stitched now.
That was weird. Okay.
Yeah, that was
Nikki P. Sorry, guys.
We'll take it out
Hello,
post.
hello.
We'll take it out post.
Fuck it, let's start over. Welcome everybody to the Hangover Podcast. All right, man. So how was everybody's week?
fantastic.
It was straight.
Aggravating.
Aggravating. Why aggravating?
It's people being
Talk
people
to 'em.
again, dog.
Who approached you at Walmart?
No, man, it was like this little fucking Roberts or some shit in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was just like this fucking lady behind me, dog. Like she was just like, just started talking to me out of nowhere, and she was like, she had this big ass fucking brownie in her hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I shouldn't even be eating this. I'm gonna buy it anyway. I'm looking back, I'm like,
Ma'am, are you talking to me?
yeah, like, do you want me to snap this shit out your hand? Like, what do you want from me? Like, you hint dropping? Like, I'm just like, bro, why did that just have to happen? You know what I mean? Like,
2 more steps. This conversation.
right, put this
Never
shit right
happens.
there on the shelf. Don't even put it back where you got it from. Just, just walk out.
Fix all that shit.
Yeah.
She just needed somebody real quick to look at it and just be like, eat that shit.
Yeah. Oh,
Go
you
eat that.
want me to go home with you and eat it with you? Like, I'll, sure.
I don't
She
get
probably
it.
wanted you to tell her, like, oh, no, ma'am, you can eat that. Like,
Right, yeah.
you're
Just
not-
go ahead. Eat
yeah.
it. Fuck it.
You deserve that brownie.
You had a long week. Go ahead.
If anything, I'd take that brownie out there. Bitch, my week is long. Good ass
No,
brownie.
I definitely had a.
Sure, gotta eat this.
I definitely had a weird one. Yesterday was the first time I got left alone with the child, ladies and gentlemen. Nikki went and got her hair done for 3 hours, and I was
You want me
like,
to applaud for you doing your job, goddamn?
no, no.
Nah, fuck that. Why is the first time she left? Were you scared to leave him alone with his kid?
No, there's just never been an opportunity.
Yeah.
It's just been that thing where, like, either she's been off work for 3 months, so she's been with him every day. And then once we both started going back to work, she gets off of work before I do, so she goes and picks the kid up and brings him home. And
And the daycare is closer to me than it is to Scott. So it's kind of like out of his way to have to go and get him when it's
Yeah.
right down the street from me.
so there's literally just hasn't been an opportunity for me to be alone. Not that I'm incapable, but this was the first time, technically, so there were some nerves.
Right.
So there was definitely a moment of being like, ugh, I don't know if I can do this. Because then what do? Because normally when he starts freaking out, I hand him off. You know what I mean?
He want the titty. That's what he wants.
That's what he wants. That's what he wants, and I ain't got him. But I do. But
You gotta
that's
buy.
just because I'm in
I'm about to
terrible,
say you gotta buy you one of them fake
terrible
boobies.
physical.
He has them. They're just useless.
Yes, I
Aw.
do have useless titties. But yeah, so it was
That
crazy
sucks.
because also on
At least
top
you got
of that,
feeling in your nipples.
some. Yep, yeah, it's there. See, but anyway,
I can't.
that's what's so weird when I get that.
We're not. Go ahead. Continue.
So another thing that ended up happening was we had one of our cats. Unfortunately, we just found out has diabetes.
Oh.
And yeah, it's sad. Yeah, boo indeed, boo diabetes. But
Sugar beaties.
but we have to take him. We have to take him every couple of weeks to go get checked, like get his levels checked, because it's still kind of early on, so we're still kind of making sure that we're giving him the right amount of insulin, et cetera, et cetera. Well, what was funny was I go and I bring him, and he gets checked, whatever. I got the baby with me in a stroller, and then I got the carrier in his hand, and cat fucks off. So I'm sitting in the waiting room, and of course, every single person that comes in has to look in awe at my child for whatever stupid. And I'm not even saying that as like, oh, my kid's gorgeous. No, my kid is gorgeous.
Everyone
but
loves babies.
Everybody loves babies, so they're just in my kid's face, and I just kind of keep doing, yeah, excuse me, and so yeah, random people are just talking to my child, and I'm getting into more Joe situations because I'm just like, I don't want to talk to you, but my kid's cute, so you want to talk to my kid, therefore talking to me too, whatever. Well, then I leave. So I got the stroller in one hand, and I got the cat carrier in the other hand, and I'm walking to my car. And this woman starts screaming at me from across the parking lot like she knew me. And she was just like, oh, my God. And I was like, oh, hey. And I'm doing that weird thing where I'm like, oh, hey. Like I don't know who you are.
Right.
And she was just like, I saw you from across the parking lot. And she starts talking, and I'm just like, okay, maybe I do know this bitch. And then finally she just goes, but yeah, I just noticed you are pushing a stroller. And then I look, and you're also holding an animal. And I was like, yeah, both arms work.
Yep.
Both of them.
Great observation.
Both of them work. And she was just like, so yeah, I sat there and I looked and I saw, oh my God, he's got a baby. And then, oh my God, he's got you know what? Father of the week. I'm going to go ahead and give that to you. I'm going to go ahead and give you that award. No, actually, no, Nicole wrote it down. It was Father of the Year award, Dad of the Year. I'm going to go ahead and give that to you right now. And even like in my I love getting compliments head, even I'm like, Because I'm walking to my car?
Right.
Like,
I'm glad your eyes work as good as my arms. Bitch. Now, can you let me do my fucking car?
but what made it even better was Nicole, Miss Nikki P, her reaction to said thing, because I called her immediately.
Oh, she wanted to give you another baby after that one, huh? She was like, oh, you get number 2 tonight.
Oh, no. Miss Nikki P said, Miss Nikki P said, I'll set that whole fucking parking lot on fire.
Because granted, I was off for 3 months, so that was my job to do several times, and I did not bring in the stroller, so I was holding the baby on one arm and the carrier on the
Well,
other.
you did it wrong.
Well, y'all got like a built-in carrier though. You know what I'm saying? Like right there. It's like
we
on
had
women.
that, but we didn't use it. So
No, he's talking about
baby
I'm talking about on women.
Baby hip.
It's like a built-in carrier,
Baby
like right
hip.
here. Y'all just- Yeah.
Yeah, you about
Can't do that with
Bow.
him
He
yet.
doesn't have that neck straight yet. But anyway,
What's hit me on that
so I've done
motherfucker?
it several times before, holding his car seat and holding the thing, and not a damn person has ever said goddamn shit. And the one time Scott goes out, he's father of the year. God forbid he watches his fucking child. that it took
Like Turtle said,
half-
you did your fucking job?
Yeah,
like-
but like,
and that's not the first time. There was another time that Scott had him, and someone said something like,
You were there.
Yeah,
She was at
we
the
were
top of
walking
the
in the
steps.
Target.
Yeah, I was
and
going
Scott
up
was
the
pushing
ramp.
the stroller, and she's like, "Oh, you're on baby duty," and it's just like, why is that a thing? Why is that a thing? That just because the dad's doing his fucking job?
well, I mean,
I'm about to say, let's be real. The dad history of doing jobs isn't
you know
too
what I'm saying? Like,
hot streaked right now.
you see a mother doing it all. It's like, yeah, I saw that. I
Right.
saw that earlier.
That's
You know what I'm
every
saying?
day.
A dad doing it. It's like,
oh shit, rare sighting.
Right. Let me
You
get
see
this
that
nigga
shit
my
in a black
number.
neighborhood? What? You better get this nigga an award. He got more than one. You better give him 2 awards.
Right.
Hey, there's a rare
And a
Charizard
minivan.
over there. Rare Charizard.
That's a holographic Charizard just chilling on the block out here.
Get all the hoes.
He got 6 kids taking care of all of them. Shout out, Pops.
So yeah, that was definitely one of those weirder moments for me because I was just because even like Nicole's definitely got it. It's like I'm just doing my job. Like I don't understand why this is. Oh my God, you can father it. Like I saved him from a burning bus. No, you're literally just watching him. That's it. And
Yeah, but you don't see a dad with a stroller and a baby and a carrier. You don't.
I mean,
You just don't see it.
he was sleeping, which made it so much easier.
Facts.
So that's something less I had to deal with.
With the dog.
No, with the cat.
Oh.
With the cat. Which he ended up peeing in his fucking carrier and then kicking it so it sprayed in my car. It was great. It was beautiful. I wasn't dad of the year then, I promise you, because I'm cursing that cat.
Kicking the cage. Just fuck
Start shaking the motherfucker. You like that? You like living it? Marinate.
This is your piss.
All right. So we got some topics this week. But you know what? Before I forget and I get in trouble, we're going to go ahead and
Top fans.
Going to do some top fans real quick.
Top fans. Where are they at? They're at the top.
It was good. All right, so that's going to be the new soundbite. Coming soon. Got a little music in the background. All right, so.
Oh, Jesus.
Excuse me.
Why'd you aim it at me?
Because you told him you can't sneeze on you, so now you're going to cough on
Right,
you.
right.
Get the fuck out my house!
Boom.
Gotcha, Nikki.
So for 1 year, we have Mr. Jason Dufresne and Mr. Larry Frederick.
Hail the guys.
So we're just going to go ahead and piss Jason off real quick because I know he wants it all by himself. But now you got to share it.
I wonder if it's gonna keep them out a year until they make 2.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what it does.
Wow.
So now Jason's going to be extra
Counts
pissed.
over. Once you hit a year, you're stuck with some other niggas until then.
Boom. Now you got it. Now for 11 months, Mr. Devin Whitmore.
Hey, oh my God. You've been sticking in him on a long one now.
So you gonna stick him in the long one?
I said he's been sticking in for the long one.
Oh,
now.
shit.
I heard that.
Stick it in whatever.
The long one.
Yeah.
I was like, that's sexual.
I mean, I kind of said it broken up. It was a little fast.
And for
It's a little
6
fast.
months, Mr. Swamp Thing Nicholson himself.
Yep.
The degenerates are taking over.
He posted a picture of himself with short hair, and it was
Hey,
weird.
y'all gotta sue Netflix. Hey, y'all gotta sue Netflix. They dropping a comedy show with a whole bunch of different comedians, and they calling themselves the Degenerates.
Ooh.
Sue them niggas.
I better figure that out.
Y'all first episode, y'all know what it is now.
And then for 1 month, we have Mr. Obi-Wan himself, Mr. Orrin Bridgewater.
Oh, what happened to the rest of them niggas? Ain't
They all
nobody.
gone.
Damn.
Y'all better wait to get y'all spot back. Y'all
Stay out
done.
fucking Facebook jail, you fucking heathens.
What's funny is I feel like D-Ro has shared every single thing that
Yeah.
we post, and she's
Still never made it. That's
Never
because she
made it.
shares it a week late. Can't share last week's episode on today.
That's fair. Sean too. I guess he's gone forever. Keaton made it for a whole week.
Yep. Yep.
All right. So what do we have going on this week? Let's see. Oh, we got a couple of salutes that we have to do real quick. I'm not even gonna disrespect this man's legacy by pronouncing his name wrong.
Demaryius Thomas.
Demaryius Thomas. Mm-hmm. He has unfortunately passed away.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
So there's him. And real quick, we're just gonna go ahead and get this one out the way. I don't want to harp on it too much, just because of my own personal. But definitely a shout out to Nick Cannon.
Absolutely.
His son recently passed away. And I'm not going to get into it because I've already almost cried enough for that. So to Mr. Nick Cannon, for your son Zen, and to Demaryius Thomas, salute to you and your family.
Rest in peace, champ.
Absolutely. I spilled on myself.
Spilled on my knee.
White people ain't got lips.
No, this ain't no spillage happening on this side
Right?
of the table.
Caught all that shit.
White people ain't
It
got no
tried. It tried to get away.
Yeah, white people just ain't got no lips. All right, but anyway, so let's see. What do we have going on this week? Turtle felt a certain type of way about Hangout Fest.
Yes, I did.
So what we got going on with Hangout Fest? What's the big deal with Hangout Fest?
I don't know what the fucking big deal is, but I know all my fucking friends hate me.
I'm about to say.
I fucking know.
I'm about to say. I don't think it was Hangout Fest. He had the problem with it. Was us.
Oh, what do we do?
You look clean over my fucking last request as a fucking 20-something-year-old.
What happened?
He wanted us all to go.
It's my last year in my 20s. I was like, hey, as my friends, let's go to fucking Hangout Fest for the last year of my fucking 20s. Everybody was like, so Sunday I'm going to clean out the refrigerator. I was like, well, damn. All right, fuck me then. Guess we not going.
I mean, if it's any consolation, I looked at that Hangout Fest lineup and I wasn't exactly impressed.
What?
I feel like I've seen some better looking.
I don't even look
What?
at it.
Let's pull it up real
so
quick. Who's
T-Pain's going to be there.
I mean, that by itself.
That's all I needed to
though.
see.
T-Pain by himself is
Teddy pinned her ass down. Respectfully.
respectfully.
All right, you got Post Malone, Fall Out Boy, Kane Brown, Zed, Maren Morris, Halsey, Doja Cat, Leon
Who
Bridges,
that is?
Cammy Impala.
All right, you ain't gotta read the small names.
No, I'm literally doing the top big names.
Oh,
of each
okay,
thing.
okay.
Tame Impala, Megan Thee Stallion, Jack Harlow. We know why Turtle wants to go.
Oh, yeah.
Both of those. I'm trying to be body, yaddy, 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 yaddy.
Phoebe Bridges,
All of that.
Sure.
and Lewis the Child.
Let me see that real
Lewis
quick.
the Child.
Let me see that real quick. Because then you also got to remember, they got a couple of other ones down here. Yeah, T-Pain.
Yo.
And then Little Yachty.
Why isn't his name big?
Because
the day that he's on, the
T-Pain
other
hasn't
people are
released
bigger.
a hit lately.
Ah, okay.
And then...
Sorry, Pain. I love you still. I like the song with
Fuck.
Lonnie.
That doesn't mean nothing. That boy said simping ain't easy.
I feel like some of them though is enough to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. They got a lot of big names
I
on
definitely
there.
wouldn't mind.
I mean, the first beginning of the list,
Where
you
is it?
completely lost me.
Isn't it in Florida?
Is that
Yep.
a Miami one?
Yep.
Okay.
No, I don't know if it's Miami.
It's Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Yeah,
On the
yeah.
beaches of Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Oh,
See? Not
shit.
even Florida.
All right, yeah, let's see what the
We can
tickets look
hella
like. We
do
can
that.
get it.
You know what I'm
May
saying? It's
20th
way
to
cheaper.
the 22nd.
Yeah, I checked out that Post Malone, Fall Out Boy, and Kane Brown.
I checked out at Kane Brown, but then I came back when it was like Doja Cat. I'm trying
First
to see
off,
that
Kane
ass
Brown.
live.
I would love to see Kane Brown's ass live.
Yeah, you want to see him, not listen to him.
So basically,
Same.
Nikki trying to get Kane Brown shot.
By who? I think he's gorgeous.
Scott gonna be over there. Move, bitch!
What are you gonna do? Take you home? He can't find it.
Hit it to him. Give it to him. He deserved it. He deserved it. Oh shit!
Has Fall Out Boy came out with anything? Sorry.
Who cares?
Like, are they just gonna be singing their old shit?
I'll be out in that motherfucker.
I don't give a
One
fuck.
night and one more
I mean, so would I. Fall Out Boy was the thing.
Pete don't like his own penis. I don't want to listen to him sing.
Pete doesn't sing, you fucktard.
What would he do then?
He was bass. Kind of a
Yep.
misconception. He was just the face of the
Yeah,
band.
he was literally like the lead of that. Very uncommonly, he was the lead of the band, but Patrick was the singer.
Yeah, Patrick didn't want to be like he was awkward, so he didn't want to be the lead.
More awkward than a guy that publicly say he don't like his own penis?
I mean, Pete was kind of like a personality in and of himself. It was just he couldn't.
He was
sing
definitely the
like
theme
Patrick.
of that time.
But anyway, so where y'all want to start?
He was definitely on my walls growing up. He was sexy.
That didn't come out the way I think you thought it would.
Yeah.
So Travis Scott did an interview. Let's move the fuck on.
Scott's like, those are my walls.
Travis Scott did an interview, and has anybody gotten to watch it yet?
I didn't know he did it.
I didn't. I seen the article. I didn't watch the interview.
Did it surround the whole?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
So, all right, I watched most of it. I didn't get to see the whole thing, admittedly, but I will say, also Alec Baldwin came out and did an interview about the shooting that occurred on the thing, and I need to talk to both of these guys' lawyers, because
I heard what Alec Baldwin said,
but like while they weren't necessarily like them admitting to anything or like this and that, it was just Travis more or less. It was just Travis more or less like distancing himself from any sort of responsibility. Which, while I don't personally feel like he should be held responsible for anything, I also feel like coming out and saying I should not be held responsible is not a good.
Yeah, no, that's never a good idea.
Because I feel like in that, I feel like what people want is to in their head, you're at home freaking out.
Right.
You're at home upset, sad because people died or whatever the case may be. But now you're more or less just proving to them that your entire mindset is, I did nothing wrong.
Well, he offered to pay for like so many hospital bills and
He
shit
offered
like
to
that,
pay
and he
for-
turned them down.
Yeah.
They was like, we don't want your money, and then sued him.
Yes. Because they wanted more money.
I don't want your money.
Yeah, so now you can kiss my ass. I don't feel
No.
bad, and I'm not about to save face.
I'd send my lawyer all those emails. Look, they said they didn't want my money.
Sorry.
What's this lawsuit about?
Yeah.
What else am I apologizing for?
No, because that's
They don't want it.
no, because what some people are going to counter with is, say they killed somebody or somebody died that you were related to. What it's going to turn into is, all right, well, Mr. Travis Scott just came out and said he's going to give each one of y'all $10,000 to cover the funeral costs, and you're going to tell him, go fuck yourself. I want the money to pay for the funeral and her, pain and suffering and this and that. Like you're gonna want more money than what it was he was offering.
I'm not gonna sue somebody if one of my relatives died at a concert.
Well, of course you're not. You know what I'm saying? Because we're level-headed people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like
You pay for these tickets, bro. You came here.
yeah, well, I mean, the only reason that argument's not a great one is just because in those situations, the artists are technically
Responsible for the people's lives. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Ish.
Because there's a point of stopping the show, but at the same time, like I said, there were people oblivious to said riot.
Like
There
Travis
were people
said.
in the crowd that were oblivious to the riot. So how could he know if it's people just being
Travis said
hyped
that.
to his
He even
music
said that.
or rioting like they tried to say?
Because one of the things Charlemagne asked him was just like, obviously most of us have never performed in front of 50,000 people. So
Exactly.
Like, explain to us what that looks. And he even said, he's like, you got the monitor in your ear. He's like, there's lights on your face. He's like, you're looking out into a sea of people. He was like, when I saw something, I stopped the show.
Yep.
He was like, but obviously I didn't see everything. And he was like, and then another thing that he said that I thought was interesting was he mentioned like some of the stuff that he said after when he was first told what happened, like somebody had passed away or whatever have you. And I thought that was interesting because he even says like, all the information hadn't come out yet. He was like, they were just immediately coming to me for a statement. He's like, so I'm here talking about something that I don't fully understand yet. And like more information started coming in as the days went by. And I feel like we've had this conversation on the show before, is it's like something terrible happens and then they put a fucking video camera in your face like immediately after it happens and expect you to have all the answers.
Right.
Which is ridiculous.
It's absurd.
Like there's no way
Yeah.
that this 30-year-old looked out there, saw people dying, and then is going to give a fucking, a presidential speech? What are you talking about?
Right.
Like, let's all be fucking level-headed here. But it's like, we've seen this before, where it's like, all of this shit happened with Travis, and people are like, well, throw him in jail. He even says at one point in the interview where he's just like, I pay people to handle this.
Yeah.
To take care of this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, somebody
Like I
obviously
said,
didn't do their job.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
there's a lot more people to blame in this situation than just Travis Scott. It's just he has the bigger bag.
Right.
And then when you look at, I even listened to the episode of the
They
Brilliant.
say it costs to be the boss.
I even said I was listening to the one of the latest episodes of the Brilliant Idiots where they were talking about it, and even Andrew Schultz had a good point where he was just like, so everybody wants to like blame Travis. What about the motherfuckers that were running people over?
Exactly.
Like,
you know, you got your feet on top of somebody.
Right.
yeah.
And I'm
You
sitting
know
here,
you do.
And I'm sitting here thinking about, like, what if you go to a show where you know there's going to be a mosh pit?
Right.
What you going to do? Sue the artist because you got a fucking concussion? You
Right.
knew what this was.
Yeah.
Right. Travis Scott
Even
is
if you
known
didn't
for
know what
having
it,
mosh pits.
even if you didn't know what it was, this is what happened at these shows. This is what possibly can happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's when I have my
That's why I don't
moment.
go to shows like Waka Flocka. I don't go to Gucci Mane shows.
And if I do, I'm on the outskirts.
Now, I'll go to a T.I. show now, but back in the day when he was doing just like the small clubs like
Yeah.
Wolf and fucking
Burn
House
that
of Blues
motherfucker
and
down.
shit, no. Somebody liable to get fucked up or shot in that bitch. No.
Right. And don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like I don't feel like sympathy for like the people that lost somebody
Of
or
course.
the ones that got hurt, but I'm just
Right. I definitely condolences. But
right. I'm not about to go out there.
I feel like
Right.
there's a lot of people to blame for this. And
I would have, honestly, if I was in the area, I'd have gone to Astro World, but
Absolutely.
I also know what I signed up for.
Right. And like
You
you,
know what I'm
said,
saying?
stand on the outskirts.
Yep.
anytime I've been in a
I'm
crowd,
claustrophobic, so you're not about to catch me in the middle of the shits.
anytime I've ever been to a concert that big, I am aware of my surroundings at all times.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yep.
We live in New Orleans.
The
Bourbon
only-
Street is real. So the whole time you know how to move in a crowd like
Yeah.
that, and I know when to get the fuck out of the way.
Only time I ever did that where I got in the thick of the crowd and I didn't have a lot of people with me was when me and my ex went to see Kendrick at Voodoo. And it was like, we was in the thick of the crowd, but it was literally like maybe a good 100 feet. And I can be out of the crowd. You know what I'm saying? I was in the front. I was in the middle to where I could see the stage. But I know damn sure I can go boom, 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 boom. And I'm out the
Had a
stage.
clear
You know
path
what I'm
to
saying?
get out.
Yeah.
But Nikki, you had a weird situation with a concert.
Yes. Well, so I was listening that like a lot of companies don't they don't want to do things with teenagers because teenagers are stupid.
Yes.
Yep.
And technically I was a teenager whenever we went to Lollapalooza, and of course we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna be front row, let's do this. So we got there.
Who'd you go see?
Rage Against the Machine.
Hell.
So we were like, fuck yeah, we're gonna be right in the front. We stuck there the whole fucking day.
How does Della Roca look that close?
I don't know, I didn't make it to him.
Oh, because I've
It-
heard he's ugly.
It was whoever played before him. That's when people started pushing. It was like
Was it
before
Wu-Tang?
it was before they even came on the stage.
Yeah.
Everyone started pushing from the back, and it was like squishing everybody in the front. And people kept getting lifted out because they were passing out.
Right.
And then
Wait, they kept getting lifted out?
yeah,
Yeah.
So this repeatedly
That
kept
shit is
happening.
real, son.
security
That shit is
kept getting
real.
to the point where they were like, just standing there looking for people, being like, "Me, take me."
Right.
And then eventually it got to the point where we were just like, yeah, I don't think I can do this. And so me and my cousin got lifted out. I think my brother stayed for a good little while with his friend, but he eventually got lifted out too. Like everybody was getting lifted because you're so squished, you can't breathe. And as the guy lifted me out, my freaking Converse fell off, and I was trying to get everyone to be like, look, can you look? And they're like, there's no way. Everyone's chest to chest. Like there's no room for anything. And so I had to walk back to the hotel in Chicago with one.
See, and they say it's always the rap crowds. That is clearly not a rap crowd.
Yeah, no.
At all. Lollapalooza, that is 100% not a rap crowd.
No, I mean anybody that says that shit is just dumb as fuck. What got me was I was actually looking at a.
But the parents were
No,
warning
no,
us.
no. We're gonna pause it.
The parents were
Put it back.
warning us that don't knock.
Children.
The parents were warning us not to sit in the front, and of course, all of us teenagers were like, "Yeah, fuck that. We're definitely going to sit in the front," and that was the price we paid.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was. Luckily, Eminem's crowd's very mellow.
At a point, you got to realize, like, all right, even though it says all ages, like, that's obviously just a ticket sale booster.
Come on
like,
now,
you,
yeah.
you
This
got to
is-
think, bro. Like,
What gets me is 50,000 people.
right.
You know what I saw?
And I
the other
guarantee
day?
you that wasn't the capacity for that.
Of course not.
For that festival.
Of course not.
Because he had that. Now, I can say this. This is where you can blame Travis Scott. He did make a tweet. I don't know if it was deleted or taken down, but there's fucking evidence,
Oh, the fuck
screenshots,
security?
and all of these fucking Snapchats of all his fans talking about Travis told us fuck security. We going through this bitch. And they went through that bitch. Now, I guarantee you it wasn't supposed to be 50,000 people at that motherfucker. Guarantee it was probably supposed to be about 30,000. You got to think about it. 50,000 is kind of pushing it for a gated field.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You typically got to be like in an arena,
Right.
seating, leveled out type shit. You know what I'm saying? Just for that type of reason, the way you don't have people on top of each other. Because even at a concert like that, where you're in an arena and there is floor standing shit, it's not 50,000 of them down there. You know what I'm saying? It's
more people probably
maybe a
showed
couple
up than they were
thousand.
expecting.
Absolutely.
It wasn't even that. There's literally video of people pushing down a fence and coming from like the side and like running through, not even going through security or anything. And I don't know why that would happen. And they wouldn't like pause the show.
That's gotta.
Travis
shit should have stopped right there.
Travis even said, I believe, the way I interpreted one of the things that he said was he has people on the side that are supposed to come out and tell him if something happens. Mm-hmm. But like we said last or whatever week it was that we discussed the Travis Scott situation, again, I am in no way saying that we have anything to compare it to. But I have hosted shows in front of hundreds of people.
Right.
And there are moments where you're standing on that stage, the lights are in your fucking eyes. You can't see what's going on.
Right.
And I also think, and I think I also mentioned this, that's a tactic, not necessarily maybe for Travis Scott, but that's also a tactic not only to make you look good, but it helps the artist too. Yeah. Like, staring out to 50,000 people is not easy. You know what I mean? So, like, I know that that's another thing that has been done before as a way of, like, you know, it's just me. I'm just here on stage having fun. There's not thousands of you know what I mean? So usually those lights are set up as a distraction almost.
Yeah, and they are fucking bright
as a bitch.
And like I said, I've been on stage at hundreds of people and I couldn't see that many. So I can't imagine standing on stage in front of 50,000 people.
Yeah.
Bro, we was the opening acts of
all of them.
8 artists that night. You know what I'm saying? So the lights wasn't even on full show mode. You know what I'm saying? It was just lit up so the stage could be lit. And you couldn't see nothing. There was probably about 3,000 people in there so far. You know, more was going to show up.
Yeah, that was the Future concert.
Right.
Yeah.
But you couldn't see nothing. Mm-hmm. You couldn't see nothing. Not a damn thing.
You go on stage and you have 20 Licos pointing at you or 20 moving lights pointing at you or all 40 of them. And you tell me what the fuck you can see.
And then I think there's also this thing that people need to remember where it's just like you're literally looking at a 30-year-old kid from Houston who rapped just well enough to get out, and now he is a superstar. And now y'all are expecting him to be the artist, security, like all of these different fucking roles where it's like, no, once you reach a certain level, I'm paying somebody. So I don't have to deal with this. And I know that sounds like a brush off, but it's just, no, that's literally what it is. It's like I believe Travis said they had a meeting before like everything happened. They talked to people and they were just like, hey, we're the guys that are handling all of this. And it's like, okay, boom, cool. I'm going to go out and do what I'm supposed to do. Right. You go out there and do what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
So I mean, that shit. It sucks, man. It really does suck. But at the end of the day, it's like you can't put, at the end, if you really think about it, you could look at Travis Scott and almost say, you don't even need to pay for them fucking funerals. To an extent. Yeah. You don't need to.
Yeah, you can do that out of the kindness of your heart.
Which he's doing.
You know what I'm saying? Just because, like, you feel bad about the situation. But other than that, you have no real obligation to that shit.
Exactly. So, again, man, rest in peace to those people.
Absolutely.
I hope that their family gets whatever it is that they're looking for out of the situation. But at the end of the day, I don't think Travis Scott's fully to blame. I think he does have to take a piece of the blame. But
absolutely.
That pie is split many different ways.
Got to take a piece of the pie.
Take the gun.
Leave the cannoli.
Fuck that up. Leave the gun.
Take the cannoli.
There you go. Somebody wrote down, well, I'm going to say somebody. Nicole wrote down gender-neutral toys.
Yeah, the thing with the kitchen.
Oh, we could have that conversation.
We would have never known that if you'd have just wrote that topic down and then left. We'd have been like, I guess Barbies are...
Sure.
They ain't got no penises.
Sure. So, Joe, out the gate.
What do you want
that would not be gender neutral. That would be a transgender doll.
But it's got a man face.
So Joe,
oh, I see what you're saying.
So Joe, there's a conversation. You don't need to cut it out. Barbie has a penis. Name of the episode. So Joe, there is a big conversation going around right now, and I want to hear your ideas before anybody else in here. Because you usually give the most fun.
Oh, boy. He's setting you up for the Ogie dope.
So there's a big conversation going around right now where apparently some men are saying you should not buy your sons a plastic kitchen set. Like, you know, the little toy kitchens?
What color is it?
Like white
That
kids?
just doesn't matter.
I mean,
Just a kitchen set. Any color.
I've never seen a boy kitchen set.
No, there are. Or, like Nicole said, gender neutral. It's not blue. It's not pink. It literally looks like a kitchen.
I forgot she said that.
Yeah.
It just looks like a kitchen.
It just looks like a kitchen.
me see if I can
Plastic
find the
toy kitchen.
I don't know, man. They got some cool ass dude chefs out there. You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying? Like, that was my thought process.
But then again, like,
go for it. Let your homophobia shine.
I feel like if they're gonna pick up being a chef, it's not gonna be
It's
when they
technically not homophobic.
They're not gonna be that fucking small playing with the toys and feel like, yo, I want to be a cook when I
No, because
grow up.
the initial idea was like letting your boys play with a plastic kitchen set is feminine.
I'm not gonna do it.
That was the original idea when it started going around. Like, y'all letting boys play with kitchen sets.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I see my boy playing with the kitchen set. I'm telling niggas some push-ups or something. Punch me back his head or some shit.
You don't want him playing with a kitchen set?
Nah, I'm gonna get that nigga a spear and a bow and arrow and tell him.
That's why you ain't learn how to make chicken until you got an air fryer. Goofy ass nigga. That shit sound dumb.
That's all cap.
You sound stupid.
That is all cap, nigga.
You sound stupid.
That's all cap. The first thing I ever learned how to make was scrambled eggs and fried chicken. Fuck out of here.
You sound stupid.
Expand on that, Turtle. Go for it.
Nah, man, I just think that's goofy. Like, just let the kid play with the kitchen set. Like,
All
there's
right,
nothing wrong
so
with that shit. Like,
as-
he's just interested in learning how to cook. That's
As-
why your bum ass fucking boyfriend just make hot pockets and ramen noodles all day. Because this nigga ain't never touched a stove before in his life, even as a child, as a toy set.
So, as the father of a boy,
that's not so bad.
that's not bad. Let me
Nah,
see. Let me see what they talk
not
about. I never actually got to see what it is they're talking. See, get the fuck out of here. That looks like a kitchen at your mom's house.
That looks like more of a dresser than anything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it.
Right.
Hey.
Like, it's not like a bunch of pink. Like,
So, no.
I mean, the one underneath.
That
it
was
is
like my
interesting.
favorite thing to do at the fucking the
got
Children's
plate-
Museum when I was a kid. I would go to the little chef
Go to
station.
Winn-Dixie?
And I would go to the grocery store.
And it make us look like, hey, this is how you can have minimum wage.
Right.
We didn't give a fuck.
We didn't
Our
give
parents
a
was playing that.
goddamn. Yep.
But what gets me is now, all right, look, I have a son. He just made 3 months. Shout out to Grayson. Give it to my son once. But all right, so here's the thing. A couple years from now, I walk in the room, he's playing with a Barbie. Now, as a parent, I can see myself having like, hey dude, what you doing? You know, I got this Iron Man over here. If you want to play with it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why.
Why?
Like,
Right.
It's a thing
See,
that's
now
ingrained.
I can say I'd probably do the same thing, just to be like, well, why don't you try this one?
Right. You know what
Just
I'm
to
saying?
see. Just to see. You never know. You know what I'm saying? That weave might not be as impressive as you thought.
Next thing you know, the kid can't find the Barbie nowhere.
You know what I'm saying? He's walking around, the Barbie got the Iron Man helmet on. Like, that's, all right, whatever. Let's go. Just go. Just go.
So I can see that being the thing where it's like, all right, like, because in the back of my head, it's like, I innately know that my son playing with Barbie dolls will not make him gay.
Right.
Like, I know that.
Right.
But there's still a part of me that's just like, don't play with Barbies. What are you doing?
Right.
Yeah, like if my kid
So-
come up to me, my boy come up to me and be like, "This my baby," I'm be like, "No, it's not. I'm gonna take the fucking. I'm sorry. I just know."
Okay. So
My
like,
imaginary child was my son. I mean, my imaginary friend was my son in my head. Like, when I was
Right.
little, like, I used to be like, yeah, that's my kid.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
His name was Jeff.
Oh, wow.
That's my mom.
My name Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
But I don't know, man, and I don't know why. But at the end, of
I told you. I was the only child, bro. I had to come up with shit.
Come up with a kid.
hey, mine was a mouse.
You know what
Mine
I'm
was a mouse. He was literally the personification of Chuck E. Cheese with a leather jacket, and we used to hang out.
That nigga.
I don't know why.
See what I'm saying, bro?
What about you, Nikki?
Who was your imaginary friend?
I don't recall having.
Everybody had one.
Let's go down our wormhole of trauma. Maybe I wanted to be a dad because my dad was acting ass. Just show him how to do it, you know?
9 years old out here killing the parent game.
God damn it. But anyway, so like, yeah, that's my thing. Is like I can see my kid playing. Like my son, one day I walk in, he's playing. I don't know how he got a Barbie doll, but he's sitting there playing with it, and it's like, son, do you think you could? But I don't feel that way in regards to like a toy like that. That kitchen, I don't feel that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Just
like if my
because-
daughter wants a lawnmower, I'm okay.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, I feel like.
Sure.
Like what's gay about that?
it.
Let's be
Yeah,
honest. Like
yeah.
what's gay about
What's
it?
gonna
You know
make
what I mean?
him go, oh yeah, I want to suck a dick after I wash these dishes?
Look at him?
Fuck.
Fuck. So I mean, I think Nick, how did you feel about it?
I mean, honestly,
I know. Well, we know how you felt about it, but expand.
I can honestly like agree with what you're saying about the Barbies, and I think it's just the way we grew up. We're still in that mindset,
Which is stupid.
Right.
And
We're trying not to. I'm sorry, guys. In our minds, we're programmed not to raise gay kids. Let's just say it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what we were taught. Like it's not okay.
Now,
it's
if
not
my kid's
okay.
gay,
But
if my
it's
kid's
not
gay,
gonna
I don't
bother
care.
me. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give a
don't
fuck.
care.
Yeah.
But
That just means I gotta have more kids because one of you bastards is giving me a grandkid. I don't
Indeed.
care how you do it.
Indeed, not that adopted bullshit either.
I want
also feel
bloodline,
that-
sir. We can have a few adopteds. If you're gay, you gotta adopt whatever.
I feel like the parents that are like, oh, I'm not calling my son a son or my daughter a daughter. I'm gonna call them a them or they until they
Yeah, get the fuck out
No,
of
you're
here.
decide
stupid.
what
Yeah,
gender
you
they
sound
are.
dumb as
I
fuck.
feel like those parents are just really trying to have their kid be like
You're so
Different.
Open to the world. Yeah, like
you're
Yeah.
so woke. You're falling asleep.
They're
while
also
sitting down,
20-year-old
like-
parents.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, the whole kitchen set thing, that's interesting.
I don't know many parents our age that are doing that shit.
Yeah.
But what I also hate is that it's also it's also culture specific because they've been selling the fuck out of them plastic boiling pots, crawfish boiling pots.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers don't give a
Yup.
fuck if your kid's out there playing with them every goddamn day. But if he's making a steak or something like that
Even
in the kitchen, that's
like
a problem.
even like the barbecue pits. They got little
Yeah.
boy barbecue
Yeah.
pits. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have no problem with that.
See, that's
But
not bad to
You
me.
replace it with a stove and now all of a sudden it's feminine.
Yeah.
Like
Am I feminine for making a gumbo? Like,
Right.
when I go in there and cook a steak, is that gay?
Right.
Like, what?
Yeah. I can't admit though that is not anything what I was picturing in my head though.
Yeah.
Oh, when
The
you
actual-
when you
that-
made your initial response.
Yeah, I mean I still stand by it on some shit, but that's not what I was
So
picturing.
you
like,
still don't think that your kid should have?
I mean, if the nigga asked me for it, then I'll think about it.
but you don't think he should.
No, I buy the nigga a grill.
I think all men should learn how to cook before they get in any sort of
I
committed relationship.
I will say that just because because I do think
I
do
feel
think
the
that's
same
something-
thing.
That's something I wish I could have brought to the
You gotta think
relationship
about
when
it.
we first started.
You got to think about it. That's why they got rid of like home ec and shit like that because all females were taking the class and
No
all
boys would
dudes
do
were
it.
taking carpentry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like a rare few that a dude was like, and if he was,
if you did,
you
you
knew.
gay.
Yeah,
You
you knew
gay.
he was the gay dude. You know what I'm saying?
Or even
Like,
if he wasn't,
yeah,
you're gay.
Yeah, you up in there with a fucking apron on, making cakes and shit. Oh, you fucking fruit. Like off dump.
No, it's
That's
true.
what it would have
Then
been.
fast
True.
forward to the future, and he's baking like a cake for
Right?
his
It's Gordon
girlfriend.
fucking Ramsay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because I think that's
Emerald
where the issue
Lagasse,
lies.
you
That's
know
where the
what I
issue lies. Is it's like if your
fucking
kid,
turtle. You know
your
what I
kid
mean?
takes if your kid's in a drama club.
Yeah, I just put myself up there with them.
If your kid's in a drama club, he's gay until he gets that starring role.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? If your kid's in the choir, he's gay until he drops a hot single. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? If he's in home ec, he's gay until he becomes Gordon Ramsay.
Yes.
Right.
So, I mean, that's where the issue lies. Is
Right.
like now you have to raise a kid with strong enough skin, which most kids don't
Don't.
have
Nope.
because at that age, other kids' opinions mean
something. Absolutely.
So now it's like, I would love for my kid to get into acting, but I know that means drama club.
Yep.
Which means
Theater. Yep.
which means getting
He gonna
made
have to wear
fun of.
tights at least once.
Exactly, which means all of this bullshit so that way I can he can get made fun of all day on the playground, and then when he comes home, just going, son, do you know who Will Smith is?
Right.
You could do this.
Right.
Like, I believe in you, son. And then next thing he's like, nah, I don't want to do it. That's gay, Dad. And it's like, now I got to punch you in your shit.
Right.
How gay is it? Look, I tell you what, tell me your lines, I'm going to tell you these hands. We're good.
Surgical with these bitches, Gray.
I wish my son would. I'm like, yeah, go put your tights on. As soon as you put them tights on, I'm gonna throw football pads on that nigga too.
Honestly, I feel like with how open everyone's starting to become with gay people, like by the time Grayson's like 13, I feel like the world
Gay's not even going to be a question for
Yeah.
him. He's going to know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to know what it is. It's going to be a norm by then.
So, I mean, I don't know.
Just like light-skinned people.
The kitchen,
Take over the world, Joe.
Joe mad. Even though the path that he's going, all his kids are going to be
Be light-skinned,
light-skinned.
yeah.
Facts.
Oh, I know.
So
this.
that's why his dad. That's why he gonna be the dad that runs
Watch
out.
out. Exactly.
Oh,
Your kid
No,
gonna have
I'm not gonna run out. I'm gonna ship them out to the Uncle Turtle.
your kid gonna have a
Hey.
Jeff too.
Nah, he gonna have like a. They gonna have like a Scott. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's that bad of a thing. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like that's why I finally went and put it on Facebook because I was just like, so hold on, y'all are 30 years old and serious about this kitchen set shit, like,
Right.
It's 2021, and you mean to tell me if you walk inside and see, all right, maybe if he's got the apron on, I'm gonna have an attitude. But if he's just in there cooking, I don't.
Bro,
see what
I
the
have an
problem is.
apron.
Me
that bitch
too.
got a Ninja Turtle and say Cowabunga.
All right,
something.
so the apron that Nicole bought me, mad feminine. All right, so that's where I think the problem came in. It got little ruffles.
That's some asses chaps and shit.
Nicole bought herself is mad feminine.
Yeah.
Scott likes to wear it sometimes. That's all.
Sometimes.
Nah, see, when I cook or wash dishes or anything, I put a towel right here. I don't put no.
What if it was like a Naruto apron?
Come on now, let's stop.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop doing
I'll
that.
buy you a Naruto apron if you promise me you'll cook gumbo.
That's how that bitch don't work. What are you talking about?
All right, so we can all agree that
But
sounds
side
stupid as
note,
fuck.
so Target and Amazon ended up making for like their kid toys, instead of having like girl toys and boy toys like they normally have, they made gender neutral toys. So now you can just click toys and it'll just show all the toys.
Now that's a pain in the ass. I don't like that because I want boy toys. I have a boy. I want boy toys.
Okay,
Boy
so
toys.
I don't need to
You
see
want a boy toy?
I don't need to see Barbies.
It's a boy toy.
Wow, like I'm moving around so much. My watch says that I'm working out.
But then it goes back to what clarifies
toys.
a boy toy.
A pink Barbie's Playhouse. Girl
Okay,
toy.
well then just scroll past that as you continue to look at the kitchen sets. And
Or you can
the-
just or you can put the action sets in the boy toys. I don't see why they got to show me all the Barbies, all the fucking My Little Ponies, all the fucking
I mean,
princesses.
that's when you click the filters and you unclick Barbie.
Yeah. Or you could just like that was like to me whenever MTV started doing the thing where it was like best movie person. We're not going to say best actor or actress anymore.
So do you think it's just because of the society has labeled these categories like this is a girl toy, this is a boy toy? Do you think if we would have got rid of those categories from the invention of toys, we wouldn't have to worry about the classification? Like
I think
no,
so.
no.
niggas would be in high school like, dog, look at my Barbie collection.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
keep going back to Barbie, but I think that's the issue.
No,
It's just
Barbie's
the
the
most one that's
Yeah.
you know
Well
what I'm
known.
saying?
But
right.
I think that's why
you can
like,
catch
the kitchen
you can
set's
catch a
such
little
big
boy
deal.
playing with a Barbie and be like, yo, what are you doing?
right.
You know, that's gonna happen. You're not
But
gonna
it's funny you change it to
you
an
catch-
action figure and suddenly it's
right. No, but
fine.
you catch a little girl playing with a Batman, you can be like, yo, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, why'd you put the Barbie down? Why'd you put the cape on?
Actually,
the
I
Barbie?
think that's different.
That'd be cool.
Actually,
I think
I
people-
it's very different.
I think it's very different. I think a girl playing with a action figure,
It's
they'd be
awesome.
like, "Oh, that'd be so cool."
Nah,
Awesome.
I can guarantee you it's not because I buy all my
Really?
goddaughters action figures and their mothers hate it.
Really?
Absolutely.
I
Well, they
play with
stupid.
action figures.
They dumb
And
as
my
hell.
goddaughters love it.
You
I
should.
had my Barbies and my action figures.
made them fuck.
Whoa.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Look, she was about to say
Turn
it.
down
Yeah.
his mic. All right, y'all. This man donates children's
He
toys.
caught you in the lie. He caught you in the lie,
She
Nikki.
thought about it.
It was just that moment of like, what? Like,
Yeah, you did.
how'd you skip there?
She's like, I ain't making fuck, but I definitely put the Ken behind the Barbie a couple times.
No. Every now and then she make them make out.
Smooching noises and shit.
They was smooth.
It's like The Sims.
Hey, speaking of gender neutral shit though, I've had my first encounter with a gender neutral bathroom.
Interesting.
How's that?
Or do
What
you
do you
mean
mean?
like a bathroom that allows both people?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like a family bathroom?
Yeah, that's literally like they've had those. I worked.
That's
at Sam's.
always been a thing.
I worked
bro.
at Sam's when I was 18. They had a family bathroom.
That's so
where-
you can
It-
take
it-
like
it didn't
so
say
a
family.
dad can take his daughter into the bathroom.
It didn't say family on there.
what does it say?
Gender neutral.
It said gender neutral.
Yes.
That's weird.
Was there more than one stall?
Did it
Yes.
have like a cross sign over the genitals? Like anybody?
Okay, so wait. So break this down. So like, was it like an actual full bathroom, or
Yeah,
just, like,
it
one
had
stall?
like the toilets, it had like the wall stalls and then everything. It had that in like all the bathrooms.
Okay, that's weird.
So when I walked, I went
See,
to the bathrooms. I looked at both
The
of them.
only
I was
reason
like,
why that's weird though is because it has a gender neutral sign on it. There's always been urinals and
No, no,
bathrooms.
no,
yeah. Don't get me wrong, but you know what I'm saying. Like no. Okay, hear me out. I had to take a shit when I noticed this.
okay.
Oh, bruh.
You know what I'm saying?
So
So like,
trying to boo boo and you hear some heels come walk in. You're like, oh shit.
oh no, she about to get it. I just don't want to like fuck up your day.
That I've never seen before. That's what I'm saying is weird. I've never seen that before. What I've seen is a bathroom like almost stall, just the one singular bathroom, kind of like what we have in a house, with like a toilet and a urinal, a baby changing station, and a sink, and one locked door.
That's a family bathroom.
That's what I've seen.
Yeah, they had no baby changing thing in there.
Baby changing thing. Like that's the problem. They didn't have
No, just like this was no family bathroom.
No, but like I walked in there.
Thing changes.
That's where I used to poop at Sam's because it was a lone bathroom that I didn't have to deal with nobody else coming in and out. Now they had the men's bathroom and the female's bathroom next to it. Now what you're talking about is a full bathroom, multiple stalls, multiple urinals, multiple sinks for both genders.
Yes.
That I've never seen before.
Where
Look,
did you-
Weird as fuck.
It will really matter. I don't want to tell the place.
Okay.
Oh,
Is it in New Orleans?
Yes.
Of course it is.
since
but like-
I knew he was gonna say New Orleans. Hurry
Yeah.
up, finish your
But like,
statement,
look,
'cause I got some
when I
fun
went to
shit
go
talk
walk,
about the city.
I walk and I looked. I was like, oh shit. So I chose one. I chose the right. When I was about to walk in, a female walked out. I was like, this is some bullshit. So I walked in the other one. I closed the door.
Yeah, it's weird.
Closed the fucking door.
Not that it's a problem. Now, granted, we can get into like the subject of sexual assault in bathrooms if this becomes a thing. But
Absolutely.
we can
Oh,
skip, But we can
shit.
skip over
Absolutely.
it. We can skip over it, and we can just talk about it being weird. All right, I gotta go poo.
Yeah, and like
And there's a woman, like you said, coming out, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Remember Mardi Gras?
yeah.
Where the girls had to use the guys' bathroom, so you literally guarded the door.
I
to
guarded
make
the
sure
door,
Guys
yeah.
didn't come in while like 6 of us peed.
And we got lucky because the only dudes that approached the bathroom, I was able to do the whole like, hey, my girl and her friend in there peeing. They were like, oh, okay, and like they all backed off.
Yeah.
Now imagine some dude be like, no, I'm going in there pee pee while your girl pee pee.
Gonna show him my dinkle while I tinkle.
Like one of the bathrooms was out of service, so there was only one bathroom for everybody.
And I had to, it wasn't even just y'all. I actually had to stand there while other females went to go pee.
Yeah, it was a whole group.
Yeah. So I suddenly become the guy that can fight everybody.
And to the females who feel like they can just come into a bathroom full of dicks because the line is long, stop doing that shit. You gonna fuck around, catch the right nigga, and he gonna do something to you. I'm not him.
Now that's a victim.
I'm gonna
blaming.
leave.
That's
I ain't gonna be able to
victim
pee you just walking there. I don't like strange women looking at my penis.
I'm gonna do something weird. I'm gonna nigga open the bathroom door while she peeing and just stand next to her. Like, this what dudes do in the bathroom. You don't know. You never been in here.
Now open your legs. I gotta hit that spot right there in the middle. Come on, watch out.
Didn't
You
we do
chose
that
this.
once?
You chose
Didn't we
this.
do that
I've
once?
done that before. Absolutely.
Not in the public bathroom, but like,
Right.
Oh yeah, no, at the house. Yeah. Me
No,
and my
I think we
ex,
did it.
what?
I think it was a public bathroom. We had to go. But no, I found it. I find that weird. Like I think one time I went to Home Depot and there was always somebody in the stalls. Always somebody pooping. All the stalls are always full, and then there's always that one asshole. There's 3 urinals. Dude goes and stands in the middle one. Dude, guy code, bro.
Checkmate.
Right.
You stand on the left or the right.
call that checkmate.
That middle urinal should
That's
be the
Queen's
cleanest
Gambit
one.
right there. cuz.
That middle urinal should be the cleanest one because nobody pisses in it. So
Facts.
finally, I'm sitting there looking, and I'm just like, all right. And I go and I look. The first of all, female bathroom wide open. You can see all the stuff going on in there. And I
That's
have,
another thing too. Y'all be bugging. Y'all just be busting the door wide open.
Yes.
Homegirl just be like taking pictures of pussy and shit. You be like, yo, hey, open the door again.
Anyway, but I looked and I didn't see nothing. So I was like, all right, that stall looks mad open. So I tiptoed in like the fucking Grinch and ran into the fucking back stall. And I went and I took a shit. And then I heard the door open and my fucking heart sank.
I gotta
I was
stay in here.
In my mind, I'm staying in here. Because I'm like, if I walk out the stall, I'm going to jail. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. It's a dude in a female bathroom. I'm going to jail. So I had to wait for her to go in there, do her business, and then leave. And all I kept thinking the whole time was, I'm like, she probably sitting in the next stall like, yo, what did that bitch have for dinner?
And why is her feet so fucking big?
Nah, that's when you walk out while she in there. But like, oh my God, what are you doing in here? Come on, girl, you smell me. You smell me.
You know the game.
You know what it is.
I should have been sitting in the stall, and every time you heard a bloop going, yeah. Yeah. So what you said happened in
So
New Orleans?
real quick, just some New Orleans fuck shit. Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. Y'all had plans on going to Mardi Gras this year? Endymion, Bacchus, anything
I
like
ain't
that?
paying.
No.
Is it true that you gotta pay? Is that
Nigga,
was that
they
true?
want a fucking vaccine card.
Ooh, if you
And you
suck
gotta
my
pay?
dick, If you
And
suck my dick.
nigga, there's gonna be
how much you have to
there's
pay?
gonna be assigned seating at fucking Mardi Gras.
Yeah, kiss my ass.
Who the fuck is going to that shit,
gonna kiss my
Latoya?
ass.
Latoya, who the fuck is going to paid seating Mardi Gras?
They hadn't. I think you forgot the whole.
Especially once people get drunk.
Bitch.
Nobody's gonna listen to that.
Nigga, I be over the barricades like I'm at a football game. Yo, yo.
You don't ruin the whole game because you know what that's gonna do. We just gonna start having bootleg fucking parades.
Yo, I'm going to Metairie.
Straight up.
I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna cancel my motherfucking trips and my plans, and I'm gonna stay, and I'm gonna go to a Metairie parade
Just as a
and
protest.
And I'm gonna tag Latoya in every one of them fucking pictures. Raggedy bitch. I hope she out there sucking on lobster legs and fucking choke on one.
Lord have mercy. So, what else we got going on? Yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, the whole idea of tickets to Mardi. If you don't suck my
Yeah,
dick,
bro, that's not gonna work.
fuck out my face.
That's not gonna work. If anybody buy it, it's gonna be the rich ass, bougie ass white people that live on that block.
No, I'm
You're
not.
like,
You gonna pay $80 to go sit outside your house?
No.
she's literally destroying culture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She breaking our city down.
You know what I'm saying?
The way Mardi Gras.
Do y'all remember when she got elected? When did this bitch come about?
I don't know. I didn't
Did
know
this
about-
happen during quarantine where everybody was
I'm
depressed?
about to say I didn't hear about
She's
this
like,
bitch
oh,
until
look,
COVID.
No.
look, a black woman
she-
for mayor, sure.
She just
We
got
need it.
reelected.
I know. I saw that.
Yeah. Just re-happened.
Who is electing her?
Right. What in the cocaine advisors y'all got going on?
I mean, I will say this though: the other woman that I saw, one of the women that I saw running against Latoya, didn't look that great. So
Yeah, the other bitch was just basically running off that she didn't stand for nothing that Latoya said.
yeah, she was
That's
just
all.
like everything Latoya did. No,
Nope.
So anyway,
Same.
so somebody put Adele tickets resale for $35,000. This goes hand in hand.
That's what?
That's forever time.
This goes hand in hand with one of the things that we talked about, I believe, last week about the Spiderman No Way Home.
What?
Are y'all going to see it? By the way,
Absolutely.
Hey, dog. Like for real, I was like,
Absolutely.
at first I was like, fuck Spider-Man. Then I saw the trailer that was just on TV, and I was
You
like,
know he don't think Spider-Man's a real superhero.
I don't.
all right.
He will say that Batman is
Is-
a real superhero, but won't say Spider-Man's a real superhero.
All right, as a Batman live or die behind him, I have to hear your reasoning behind this because Spider-Man to me
I'm
is
biased.
more of a superhero than Batman.
It's
He
a
don't like
biased
spiders.
thing.
Oh, because you don't like spiders.
Yeah, and I don't,
Okay.
and I refuse to believe that he
Like
always
I don't
has
fuck
something
with
to swing
spiders
off
either,
on.
but
Hey, but like I was saying, I saw the trailer that just dropped on TV.
yes, sir.
I was like, damn.
Did you watch the other two?
No.
Oh, fuck, man. You got some catching up to do.
No, I think the last one convinced me enough.
No, the trailer?
Yeah.
But you didn't see the last Spider-Man.
Like the movie.
The Spider-Man, what was it? So wait, there was Homecoming, what? And then No Way Home.
The last one I saw is when Iron Man was in it, and it was the kid in Paris. I think it was.
That's
yeah,
the last
that's
one.
the last one.
Oh, yeah,
You saw
I
that?
Yeah, I saw that one.
So you saw when he gets exposed. Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's what I was making sure. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, you're not gonna know what the fuck's going on.
No, I saw it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why it's
So-
all a whole bunch of shit.
So, but now you want to go see it.
Yeah, after that trailer, yeah.
Yeah. So the tickets are now reselling on eBay for like over $10,000. I think we talked about that last week, and that was one of
Eat
those
your
things.
heart out, Adele.
Yeah. Yeah. But what was funny to me was I kind of like, we all got a group chat, and like I kind of threw it in there like, look, we're going opening night 6:45. I think there's one showing
You
before
never
us.
told us.
No, I did. I put it in the group chat, and I said, hey, yeah, I'll pull it. All right. Well, while we're talking, I'll
Pull it up, Nikki. Pull up the fucking
Go ahead,
group
babe.
facts.
Show 'em.
Pull
So
up the group
I put it out there
The group facts.
because what I ended up looking up was that apparently, like, our theater didn't have any more tickets, but there was literally like two theaters, like 2 screens over in the same theater. Y'all could go see it at the same time. Fuck it, we'll meet up in the parking lot after. I want us to all see this at the same time.
Right.
But the difference was, I didn't really mean that for y'all because I know y'all are gonna go see it.
Right.
Nothing to worry about. So you found it? Okay. Anyway, so my issue was to my little brother. Go ahead. I'm gonna give y'all a second real quick to read it.
When was this?
That was
I don't recall.
December 7th
I don't
at
recall.
10:12 a.m.
Oh,
I don't.
I super don't recall.
Bitch, I was.
When
asleep.
have I ever been up before fucking 12 o'clock? Except for the last 2 days.
But anyway,
My job don't
so
like me.
the more or less what it was that was me directing it at Sean. Y'all have probably seen him on this show once or twice before.
Yeah.
He ate the pepper.
But he ate the pepper. He ate the pepper.
Jalapeno pepper
So
boy, the pepper
I
boy.
said that more for him because I remember when Endgame came out, he waited almost a month after the movie came out to go see it in theaters. Now, I want both of y'all to tell me why that is a huge fucking mistake.
Because you have social media.
Yeah, exactly. And I inadvertently ruined the movie for him because, guess what happens the day after the movie comes out? Somebody releases an article going, hey, spoiler alert, we're going to review this movie. Don't read it if you haven't seen it. And then somebody comments underneath and goes, Iron Man died. So I see that. I get a little bit offended. I hop underneath it and I go, hey, why you got to be the piece of shit that ruins the movie for everybody?
Right.
And you know how now Facebook will show you like one comment underneath like the articles or the videos, everything else?
Yeah.
Sean sees me say, hey, why you got to be the piece of shit that ruins it for everybody? Goes, what's Scott talking about? Clicks on it and sees the guy say, hey, Iron Man dies. And he goes, damn it, Scott, you ruined it for me. I said, why would you read my comment and go, what's he talking about?
Why would you ignore the warning sign?
Yeah, exactly.
He literally said, why would you ruin the movie for people? Who's Scott getting into it with it now?
By the way, shout out to a certain person that I saw on Facebook the other day. If you want to put the camera back on me. He actually...
No, since you said something and don't want to wait
All right,
until
well,
do his job.
Joe got into it with him. Go ahead. You got
Who?
our friend that was on Facebook the other day.
And fuck
damn
that
it.
boy, ain't bringing no shout out from me. He wouldn't give me his ex-old lady number. Fuck him.
So I was on Facebook the other day, and somebody shared an article talking about Nick Cannon's son passing away, and I started scrolling through the comments, and of course, it was all love. It was everybody sharing their condolences, prayers are with you, thoughts are with you, he's in God's hands now, etc., etc. And this one fucking idiot kept commenting underneath every single person's comment that mentioned God and jumped under there and was just like, well, if God's real, then why did he let a 5-month-old child die? And so finally, after the 4th time seeing the same name under every goddamn comment, I finally commented underneath it and I said, sir, you're pathetic. To which he lost his fucking mind and sent me 5 paragraphs of shit about how people who actually talk about God are the stupid ones. Ladies and gentlemen, side note, I'm not that religious. Don't care. I don't care what you're into. This is my personal belief on the matter. Whatever you want to call it. More or less, I don't believe that there is a God. I believe that there is something looking over all of us that created everything, and now we're living through it. I don't believe in Catholicism, religion, things that are basically just like, hey, if you do this, you're going to hell. I don't believe in none of that bullshit. Now, am I going to sit here and bash people that are going, hey, a 5-month-old just died? Condolences.
No.
God bless you. Your son is now frolicking in heaven with Jesus and rainbows. No. You know why? Because those people, that's how they... that's their way of showing condolences. That's that's how they do it.
Right.
That's how they know how to do it. So I'm not going to bash those people for this. Well, me and him got into it a whole bunch, and I was just like, because the difference is, I'm like, these people are, regardless of how you look at it, they're trying to be kind.
Right, they're sending positive energy.
They're
bro.
trying to send positive energy. They're
Facts.
trying to be good.
That's all you need to worry about.
That's all that it is. Yep. Whether it's fantasy or whether it's real,
Right.
at least they're doing what they think is their definition of this is positive.
Facts.
And you're the asshole going underneath all of them going, oh, you're stupid.
You big dumb fuck.
Yeah, exactly. What are you doing besides being negative?
And he's saying shit like, yo, what if your 5-year-old just died and people come up to you and tell you, oh, God has you now, like he's with God, like he's in a better place.
I'm gonna do what I did at every other fucking funeral. I'm going to go, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, like, you understand, like, if your 5-month-old child just dies, or a 5-month-old child just dies, there's nothing anybody can say. First of all,
Nothing.
There's nothing.
Nah.
But
One
but
thing.
you appreciate the people who are trying to give you positive energy still, and even if you don't want it, you appreciate it and keep it fucking moving.
Exactly. Right. I appreciate, even though I don't believe whatever the fuck it is you're talking about, I still appreciate you going out of your way to show your condolences the way that you know how.
Right.
Now, this guy's going around going, hey, the way that you're showing condolences is fucking stupid.
Right.
So now all these people are spreading positive energy. You're spreading negativity. You're fucking pathetic. And that's what him and I got into it about. He ended up getting banned on Facebook because he called me a pussy, which I don't necessarily agree with. I can take being called a pussy. But
Bro,
then
I called somebody a liar and almost called 15 days.
But he ended up
awful.
messaging me on the side and was just like, bro, why don't you go suck a fucking cock or something, bro? Like, why do you care about my opinion? And I'm like, because you're being a piece of shit. And by the 5th time I saw your fucking name, I was like, fuck it. He wants attention. The troll wants to be fed. Fuck it, I'll feed the troll.
You should have sent him a fucking
Dick pic.
a gif of that fucking. Nah, you should have sent him a gif of Busy Bone throwing a water bottle.
But then what ended up happening, what made it even funnier was he did the thing where he went on my profile because my Facebook is public. So he went on my Facebook and he basically read that, like, I have my headline as, like, I'm a professional shit talker and button pusher and I'm the host of the Hangover podcast. And he was like, oh, why don't you go make another fucking podcast? As a matter of fact, you should let me come on your podcast because I could talk about what a pussy you are. And I was like, actually, man, like, if the content's good enough, I'll let you come on the podcast.
listen, motherfucker.
And he took me seriously and was like, I don't know, bro. Like, what do you talk about? Like, I could totally come on your podcast. And I was just like, Lord have mercy. This dude thinks I'm goddamn serious.
Right.
And then Joe and Turtle both sent him messages just like fucking with him. And I was like, I can't wait for him to find out that he's talking, like, in another message thread. He's like, oh, bro, yeah, I'll totally be on your podcast. Hey, fuck you, you black fuck. Fucking fuck you. And I'm just like, he gonna shit on himself when he realizes he's arguing with the other host of the Hangover podcast.
Dude,
So shout out to you, you fucking idiot.
he was like, bro, you really went on my profile, took a picture and edited it and sent it to me to troll? I was like, you did the same shit. He was like, nah, that guy sent me a link to his podcast. I was like, bro, you lying right now. Like, but yeah, he said he wouldn't give me his ex lady number. Like, he was like, she's an alcoholic. That's why we broke up. I was like, well, you know what they say. One man's trash is another man's drinking partner. You know what I'm saying?
But I also love another thing that he did that was beautiful was, like, he's on there spreading all kinds of bullshit. Like, oh, fuck y'all sound stupid. God's not real, blah, blah, blah. Whether he is or not, like I said, irrelevant. But I love that, like, as soon as I gave him pushback, his immediate response was, bro, my fucking nephew died.
And it's that.
And my dad died. And the last thing I wanted to hear was, they're with God now. And I was like, that's the last thing you wanted to hear. I'm like, this has nothing to do with you.
At all.
I'm like, you're just involving yourself because you want to be a dick.
Right. You was one of them hurt ass people. Now you trying to hurt people,
Hurt people, hurt people.
Hurt people, hurt people.
And you ask people, like, why do they care what you say? Why do you care what these people just say? You could have just kept scrolling, bro.
Facts.
One little swipe.
You could have kept it
past
moving. What you about to say, babe? I see it on your mind.
Nothing. I just yawned and Joe looked at me weird.
No, you did like this. You was like, pretty sure there's an eye roll in there.
Oh,
looked like
yeah.
eye
I was definitely eye rolling just at the whole situation of that guy.
All right.
Some people have too much time in their day.
Moving
Facts.
on. Did you write LaToya 2018?
Yeah, because I looked it up because we were wondering, like, when she came to her position, it was 2018.
That was a year before COVID. Huh?
Snuck in before COVID, man. Bitch.
All right. So apparently a grandmother. Nikki, why don't you take this one?
All right. So a grandmother apparently only bought Christmas pajamas for her son's actual children.
Five kids.
They had 5 kids.
Mm-hmm.
It might have even been 6.
No, it was 5.
It was 5 kids, and then there was a 6th child that the mom had previous. But she only bought the pajamas for the 5 kids, and there was the 6th child sitting next to them, all for a Christmas photo. So she only really just wanted to make that 6th child feel really left out on Christmas, like the shitty person that she was.
So she bought her son's 5 kids matching pajamas
Instead of his,
but the 6th kid that was from a previous
yes.
she would not buy because he's not in this.
Oh, we already know what happened. What happened? The mom and the wife got into it.
You think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Either that or she just don't like all back.
That's where my thought process. But at the end, why are you taking it out on the children?
Some people like that,
it's
bro.
Only one.
And at this point,
One fucking
at
kid.
this point, your son has had 5 other kids with this woman. So the kid's been around for a while.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So he's been dealing with this shit for 5 kids now.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Poor fucking dude.
Because that's where, like, at the end of the day, that's where my mindset is going. Is it's just like, so you're going to single out this one, like Nicole said, if it was like a mixed family, if you will. Like,
what you mean mixed?
5 of his kids, 5 of her kids.
Oh, okay.
And now they're all, shut up. And now they're all sitting together, and she was like, I'm not buying 10 fucking pajamas. I'll buy 5 for your kids, and that's it. Then, you know what? You could look at it and just go, all right, she's kind of cunty.
Right.
But I get it. You know, she ain't spending all that goddamn money.
Right.
You could tell the other grandmother spend the money on the.
Nah, that's still cold-blooded on some shit. Like, if you ain't gonna buy for all, don't buy for none.
Nah, I mean, if you think about it, though, all right, say you and this chick only been together for like maybe 2 years. This the first year she's bringing around her kids around your family. And you've told that her kids are going to be around, but I don't feel like my people are obligated to buy her kids presents just because they're coming over to the house for Christmas. So there's situations to that. Now, if we had these kids together, you damn right you got to buy that other one too. You know what I'm saying? He done been around long enough. Bitch, I done had 5 kids. That's at least 5 years. If you do it 1 kid each year, that's at least 5 years.
Like you said, technically, he's the first one you met.
Right. Before him, there wasn't no grandkids.
Yeah.
Like, we also don't know, like, that's another thing. Maybe he had those kids with another woman, and that's where those 5 kids came from, and then he just started dating this girl with the 1 kid.
Right.
So we technically don't know the background.
That is true, but even at the same time, in that moment, if that kid is now hanging out with the other 5 kids with the grandmother, I'm letting it be known. Yeah. Either you include this kid or you don't do it at all. Yeah. Like, I think that's also a thing on the parents, where it's just like, no, you're not going to dress up 5 kids in matching pajamas, but leave this one out.
And then make them take a picture.
Right.
That's not right.
Yeah, no, that's not cool at all.
And then make him take a picture.
Right. And then make them take a picture. Hey, pose.
Hey, look. Scoot in. Shit.
I guess.
Get your rando ass in here.
Scoot in. Shit.
I guess scoot your stupid ass in. No, you can't have a sandwich. I know all the other kids had sandwiches, but you just get that bowl of cereal.
They got some pretzels over there.
You get the butter the bread, baby.
That I bought back in '85.
Somebody go grab his boy some whole slices so we can make him a sandwich.
That's pretty much what happened. Stop pinching my baby. But I do think that is definitely some fuck shit that I can't get behind that.
Yeah, no, that's not cool.
Nope, you done fucked the game up. But yeah, a PlayStation. All right, so I wanted to bring this up. Well, actually, you know what? Let's try this first. Turtle, you had a question the other day that you said that I would have a sus answer to.
I was waiting for this one.
So I'm very curious because we're about to get into some conversation pieces. So I definitely want to start here with the first stuff.
All right, so this is a question for my fellow hangover mates and myself. I'm gonna answer it, but I want to hear y'all answers first.
That's fucked up. You had time to think about it.
I know. I came up with the question, motherfucker. I was thinking about it myself. You know, high nigga moment. Damn it. You know, that's the only way.
High as fuck.
My theoretical questions come up when I'm loaded.
So what happened? Where did your high ideas get you today?
I like that.
Honestly, it was over a post I had seen on social media, but I don't want to give too much away about it. I want to ask the question first. So, all right, say you're in a relationship. Y'all are in a long relationship, so y'all can imagine this very vividly.
Almost 4 years.
You know,
okay.
Allegedly, whatever.
We don't go together.
She mama, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you're together with this person for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, a long time, enough to where you got to bond together. Y'all done staying with each other, you know, this, that, and the fifth. And then one day, you know, they like, you can see something wrong with them, got something on their mind. Like, let's talk. Tell me about it. They tell you that they're trans. What do you do?
Like, do we stay together?
Do you leave? Or do you accept them for what they are because of the bond that you built?
Are they still sexually attracted to me?
Bye.
Yeah, all of that is still a thing, but they've never expressed that they're a trans person to you at all. You've been in this relationship, you were fooled by the good makeup and all of the whatever.
Bye.
You done?
I'm out.
You done?
Goodbye, Nicholas. I'm out. No, and I'll tell you why.
Tell me. That's what I want to know.
That's
why.
not what I signed up for.
Okay.
I signed up to be with Nicole. I did not sign up to be with a quote unquote man. So therefore, now. Okay, here comes the next question: is Nicole getting the surgery?
It's already done. You've been together with this person for multiple years. You've had sex.
Oh wait, so
The pussy's there.
Yeah,
clearly.
Yeah, right, exactly. And that's the whole point of the question. You were fooled by everything.
I thought you.
This
meant
wasn't
like,
some.
She comes
First
out
of all,
and goes,
it's 2021. You telling me you waiting 5 years for some pussy? You out your fucking mind?
No, I thought you meant like now Nikki's gonna come out. I thought you meant like now Nikki's gonna come out like I want to be a man.
No.
Okay.
The process has already been done.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
4 years
then-
in. I don't
yeah,
fucking
that's
care.
That's fine.
Fuck it. Here we are.
Okay, but yeah, I definitely
As long as
thought
she
you
keep
meant,
her
like,
stubble
Scott's gonna be
shaved, I
like-
don't fucking care.
Yeah, that's different.
You
I thought you literally.
wouldn't mind?
If Scott came up to me and was like, "Oh, I want to be a girl," then that's a little story. But if
Right,
I found
right,
out he
no,
was
no.
previously a girl, yeah,
Right,
that's
right.
fine. We're already here.
We're already here.
Joe,
I don't give a shit.
you don't give a shit.
Really?
I'm still here. Yeah.
You don't care?
Nah.
I thought I was the only.
But
I
wait,
thought
wait,
about it.
wait. But your kid can't play with a fucking kitchen set. You've been fucking a dude this whole time.
Mind your business.
And that was my logic. But I would probably still break up with the person just because I'm at an age where I want to have kids now. Bitch, you done fooled me for 3 years thinking I can get you pregnant.
That is very.
I done
different.
already slept with a
That
tranny
is-
now. Like I've done that. I've been with you for fucking 5+ years now.
That
you
is
know,
different.
I can't be mad because I slept with a tranny. Oh shit! Like
Yeah, nah, I don't. Yeah, fuck it. I mean,
Fuck.
it works the same.
That's where my logic. That's why I wanted to be like, damn, I'm more upset because I couldn't have kids with the person than because of
Place
the
this whole
tranny.
time.
I don't care that you used to stand up to pee. I'm just
I want some babies. You
give a fuck. I thought this whole time I was gonna eventually be able to blow a load. Now I just realized I didn't put all this time in for nothing.
You my nigga though. You know what I'm saying?
We can still like hoop and shit. You know what I'm saying? I knew you fit my Jordans a little too well. I ain't gonna say nothing.
God damn.
Oh man.
But
Can we change up that question though?
What's up?
To like, if your partner comes out years into it, being like, "Look, I want to be the other gender."
I am also curious about our listeners. Please let us know how you.
Yeah,
feel.
how you would feel specifically toxicity because apparently our fucking questions fucked them up.
Yeah, I'm very curious to find out what Lauren would do if she found out one of her sneaky links dicks was detachable. He had to plug it in every time.
One of
he
her
came
sneaky links dicks probably is detachable. She just
I
ain't
mean,
been good.
to be quite fair, I don't think any female would complain that their partner has a blow up, can stay hard for as long as you possibly need it to stay hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. One of our friends was like, "Nah, I don't like that shit."
Really?
Yeah.
So, like, you want them to just be like 2 pumps and done kind of thing?
No, like the whole like the
Inflatable?
the surgical, the one that's turned into a penis, the vagina that's turned into a penis. It was like,
Interesting.
Yeah, well, whatever. Yeah, so that question didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go.
But yeah, nah. Like
yeah, nah, but
We're
nah,
both like,
nah,
oh, yeah, that's
nah.
fine.
So like,
I thought he was gonna be
if
like,
I'm with
yeah,
a chick,
Nikki walks
so,
in and now she got a bob cut and she's telling me, yo.
See, nah, if it's like that, like, nah, if the chick I'm messing with comes up to me and was like, yeah, I want to be a dude, I'm gonna be like, all right, player.
dapper all hard as shit too. Like bring her in.
You got that, my nigga.
Nah, nigga, if you came up to me and be like, I knew it. You know what I'm saying? I knew
Same.
We all knew.
Same.
it. Damn, Treezy.
Hello.
He wants his name to be Selena so bad.
Salinas. But yeah, so
This nigga went from Scott to Scarlet in 2 days.
apparently a PlayStation executive is under investigation after he was busted in a pedophile ring.
A PlayStation executive?
Yes. So us PS users were taking a hit this week. But my question, all right, so I heard this subject get brought up. Fuck him if he was actually involved in pedophilia.
Absolutely.
Whatever. But it also, as I'm listening to this conversation on a separate podcast, I remembered a specific moment in one of our episodes where Nikki brought up the idea of pedophilia being a sexual orientation, to which Joe had a very visceral reaction to that and went, no, the fuck it's not, etc., etc. So I wanted to kind of just expand on that a little bit. Whereas we are very full and aware. I appreciate you trying. But we are very full and aware that there are pedophiles within the society. If a person who is earmuffs to sensitive people.
Oh, speaking of mirror, I said the bad T word when I was talking about trans people.
You were, and I was gonna let you.
I was just being funny, and it came out. I apologize.
I still forget that
it's a bad thing to say. Yeah, and I was just going on a tangent, being a nigga.
Trans. But that is kind of one of the things that I heard a previous conversation about, so I wanted to hear y'all's opinions on it. If there is a pedophile living in, let's say, living in this neighborhood, but they've never acted on it. They are just strictly, I am sexually attracted to children.
That's weird.
But I don't want to act on it. I know it's wrong. It's sexual. What should happen to them? They are aware of their condition. They don't want to act on it. They know it's wrong. What should happen?
That's like saying I'm a ex-crack addict who stays 2 blocks away from a crack house.
But I'm not an ex-crack addict. I've never tried crack.
I'm a crack addict and I stay 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's never tried it, but somehow he's still addicted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't...
So...
How?
Well, like, how what?
How are you...
Go watch
Maybe I shouldn't ask how, but I can't even ask why.
Well, no, because, I mean, you can look at it like that. Like, yeah, that's not a bad question. It's like, no, like how you're attracted to women, how she's attracted to men. I happen to only be attracted to... Not me. Not me.
Said person in theoretical situations.
In theoretical situations, this person would say, I'm attracted to only children under the age of 15, let's say, is a lack of a better argument. Don't laugh. How should we approach situations like that? Because like I've always
midget porn.
Okay.
Don't you judge me.
I don't know, man, because I can't say that I've ever like looked at a midget and been like,
that's a kid.
I hit it.
You bugger.
But no, listen, but and then
some midgets got some.
I'm about to say I've never looked at a midget and been like, I'd hit it, and then but at the same time thought like child.
Yeah,
like,
right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That makes it worse.
Right, but in a sense,
like what you just said makes me think like you look at little girls.
No. I'm trying.
This conversation has officially turned into a witch hunt.
I'm just trying to help your boy out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You're attracted to him, but you don't want to act on it. So I mean, nigga, I don't know. Like, do you loophole that shit. Do you think buy a blow up doll or some shit? I don't know.
Do you think those people should automatically be killed, locked up, whatever the case?
No, because you didn't act on it.
Okay.
Right.
All right. At least we're on the same page with that because that was my thought process while I was listening to it.
Like,
did you get help?
If you one of them niggas,
they need help.
Right. Yeah. Right. I'm about to say they're one of them motherfuckers that you need to be like evaluating type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, where'd this come from? Why did you do it? Would you ever think about doing it? Like, you know?
I mean, I feel like a lot of us think about robbing a bank, but we don't do it. So what do you do with that?
But the niggas who do need evaluating.
Yeah.
Like homeboy, we was watching the special by Michael Shea. He got a new special on Netflix.
Shout out to Michael Shea. Love that.
Absolutely. Fuck it up. He was saying that shit the other day. He was like, all of this shit that happens in neighborhoods, like in impoverished areas and shit, you don't ever see like, oh, but what was his mental health like? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all right.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Sorry.
You don't ever see no shit like, what was his mental health like? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or, you know, but if white kid shoots up a school, what was his mental health like? What was his home life like? Mm-hmm. Nobody gives a fuck about Taquan that just shot up the crack deal because he was short $2. He was the motherfucker doing the crack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If anything, that should be, well, why? Why was he on crack? Why did he fucking freak out over $2 and kill 3 people, including the child? You know what I'm saying? They don't evaluate that type of shit. And that's certain, you know, it's shit like that.
Because if you also look at the string of pedophilia, is it also turns into this thing where they do the act, they get locked up for 5 years, and then they come home.
Right.
And putting them in jail doesn't solve the problem.
Nope.
Like,
just gives them time away to think about
to think about it. Like, right. Yep. And then that's when they come out, and then eventually it ends up turning into another thing. So I feel like that's one of those things where, as a society, we don't need to be accepting of pedophiles, but I think we need to have a way for them to be more open, so that way we can start addressing the problem head on. Like, look, I'm 18, 19, 20 years old. I have these thoughts. I need help, so I don't act on it.
Right.
And then we go from there. Because if you think about it, even though Joe had a very visceral reaction to it, pedophilia is a sexual it is a sexual preference. It is something that, like, I'm not attracted to older women. I want this.
Right.
Why?
Right.
And then we can address it from there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I don't feel like, I mean, obviously, if now we're in session 37 and you're still looking at me going, okay, so now we've done all the obstacle courses. I've shown you all the different things, and all you keep telling me is you're still sexually attracted to little boys. Yes, sir. Okay, so now we got to cut your balls off in the next 5 seconds. If we make it to 40 sessions and you still are, we have to cut your balls. All right, so let's expedite this right now. We're gonna get this shit moving. But I did think that was an interesting conversation, because it was always like, immediately we hear about pedophiles and it's killer.
I got one to piggyback off of that. Do you think people that get
You had a very like, basically I remember looking at the clip and Nikki was like, "Oh, well, because
like Pop Smoke,
because like no, because Nikki because at the time an article had come out basically saying that being sexually attracted to children is a sexual preference." Nikki quoted that, and I remember the camera cutting to you and you went, "What? No, it's not." And I was like, "Whoa."
I would never put my finger in Nikki's face like that.
You did.
I would never fucking do that to you, bro.
Don't you ever say that shit.
But anyway, what were you saying?
Just piggybacking off of the topic while we on it. Do y'all think people that get like indecent exposure or things like that should be labeled as do you think they should be labeled as sex offenders? Like, people like, all right, so say
I got
you and your old lady got caught fucking in the car.
Gotcha.
Wild night, y'all was out there drinking, having fun, couldn't wait to get home. Y'all was tearing ass in the parking lot, in the Taco Bell parking lot.
I'm on you.
Look how I'm looking at you.
I'm with you.
But nah, do you think those same people who get caught up in situations like that should be labeled as sex offenders? Because
I think
they come up as fucking.
Right.
You would think they're pedophiles. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They don't put what they
no,
did.
They don't care.
Huh?
No, because I mean that is also like how like kids playing with these types of. It doesn't matter. Like we're programmed. We see sex offender. We immediately child.
Yeah,
and that's also wrong.
Right.
You can get that status just by like walking through a park at night.
You could be taking a piss. Yes.
Peeing in a park.
Yeah.
Peeing in a park. And now you're a sex offender.
Yep, indecent exposure.
Well, wait, what movie was that?
That was fucking Horrible Bosses. Yeah,
it was like, no, I was just peeing. Those kids must have been terrified. It was 2:00 in the morning. The park was empty. No, but I do think that those are the type of because they're so like on the money. It's like you do this. You do this.
Right?
No, that's not a thing. It needs to be a case by case basis. Okay. Me and Nikki get caught having sex in a car after a wild night.
In a Taco Bell parking lot.
Stop laughing. Then you know what? We get caught. We get arrested. We go to court. It becomes one of those things where it's like, okay, boom. All right, this is one. Okay, this is one.
Can you imagine being a couple that's a sex offender
together?
Like what?
Hit that, yo! They live in the same house. What type of weird shit?
They must have a small ring of children.
Yeah,
y'all running a sex ring.
Y'all both baited. Y'all both baited the kid in there. Like what?
But then
mad candy pops in this bitch.
But are any? God damn it! But are any y'all? Did any of y'all keep up with the case of Adnan Syed, the serial?
Boy, I can't even pronounce that.
It sounds like a battle rapper.
The podcast, the true crime podcast that made true crime popular.
Oh, he sneezed.
Any y'all serial? No. Okay, so there was a guy in there that, like, basically a girl ended up dead, and the person that found the body, was a habitual streaker. And like, so exactly. So they had this moment where like the detectives are like, "Oh, you found the body, da da da. You didn't kill her though." No, I didn't kill her. And then they go and they look at his fucking rap sheet and they're like,
You sure?
"Bro,
You running around naked a lot.
You're an on record weirdo." Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but don't say I raped anybody. I'm pedophile. I just don't like clothes, nigga.
Right. So those people where like the streaking, the flashing, like
Right.
the like or the raping or the child molesting.
Right.
It is a habitual thing. Like maybe not raping or child molesting. Like I think that's a one and done. Like I said, like I've always said, once you cross the line, I don't give a fuck how you got there. I can sympathize with you for having a terrible childhood or whatever the case may be that led you to feel the way that you feel.
Right.
But once you cross the line, I don't care anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You've gone there.
Now, you've been caught streaking in a Catholic school parking lot 7 times. You're a sex offender, my guy. We're done here. Like, you got caught one time having sex in the parking lot of a Taco Bell after you just got done drinking all night. Okay, we'll let this one go.
Right.
But if it becomes a thing where you're exhibitionists, like you've been caught 7, 8,
Right.
9,
You
10,
you
11
out there
times,
fucking on the town
you
hall
won't have
steps.
sex in your bedroom. It's
Right.
only outdoors.
Right.
Okay, sex offender.
Something about that Mexican pizza, dog. That just
Something about that.
you know what I'm saying?
Take me back to that parking lot.
Something about that cheese roll up, dog. Somebody, I'm about to roll her cheese up. You know what I mean?
About to put his nacho cheese all
About
over
to
your
twist
titties.
her cinnamon, you know what I'm saying?
She's about to get her cinnamon.
About to get her
twisted.
Baja blasted. You no.
You about to get all this volcano sauce. Wait, no, they discontinued
It's
it.
Diablo now. Call me Diablo Daddy.
All right.
Nikki, you blushing, dog?
Nope. First off, there was no. Whatever.
Did y'all use the sauce? Y'all used the sauce, didn't you?
right.
You nasty
Taco
motherfucker.
Bell.
This is mad sour
There was
cream.
no parking lots. Okay.
I got to take this. Jake Paul versus Tyron.
I mean, we
Tyron
can-
Woodley.
What?
No,
That happened already. Next.
No,
new one.
Oh.
And there was apparently a no knockout clause in Jake Paul's contract.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
That's stupid. I don't know why. That, and look, just real quick on that. Like, I don't. That's like the same thing with the Tyson and who was it? Tyson and versus
Roy Jones?
yeah. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't want to see a fight where like where it says you can't knock the nigga out.
Right.
I don't want to watch that fight. I
Watch
watched
that exhibition shit.
Yeah, I
Right.
watched it because it was fucking Mike Tyson fighting. I'm being
Right.
real. But I don't want to watch a fight where
Isn't
they can't
the
get knocked out.
goal to knock them out? So what?
Exactly.
It's an exhibition.
So what happens if they get knocked out? You wait for them to wake up and you keep the fight going?
Nah,
I actually don't know.
if you get knocked out, then the fight stops. I believe the person who committed the foul doesn't get paid or some shit like that, or gets fined. Some shit like
Wow.
Damn. So
you
even
try
if
not
I don't hit you hard or try to knock you out, and I just go
Right.
to sleep. Well, the person just goes to sleep. That's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
that. Shouldn't be your bitch ass in the ring.
Yeah. Shit.
That's what fucking people been saying. What you call it? Even Ty Doucette was like, he done fought some real fighters, and I was agreeing with him, because he had. But then I seen that it was possible no knockout clause in both of those fights, so I was like, But you was able to knock Ben Askren out, and it'd be no problem. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Didn't he knock little fucking Nate Robinson out? That was him, right? Or his brother?
Yeah, that was in a celebrity fight though. That was
but
they expected that shit. It was probably no holds barred in that motherfucker.
all right.
Somebody probably got punched in the dick and then nothing would have happened.
Right, but I mean, even still, like if you want to sell this fight, niggas want to see one of them Paul brothers get knocked the fuck out.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to sell this fight, you can't put that in the contract. I'm sorry.
Yeah, nah, not at all.
I want to see one of them niggas go to the ground.
Yeah.
So I'm curious because I know Scott hasn't seen it because I haven't seen it. But have y'all seen Sonic?
Yeah,
first
I've
one?
seen the first
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Have y'all seen the trailer for the second?
Absolutely. I was the one that sent
yeah.
it to the group. It was dope. You got to see the first one. Jim Carrey's in it.
I know. I don't know why we haven't. to
Jim
be
Carrey.
quite
I don't know
honest.
how. Yeah, I don't know how y'all have it and Jim Carrey's in it because Scott's fucking a Jim Carrey fan, a big Jim Carrey fan.
Yeah, we're already like for the Spider-Man movie. It ends up being on the same night as my work's Christmas party, and we didn't realize it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're literally trying to plan out the whole evening to where like, okay, we're gonna get to the Christmas party. We can stay there for 1 hour, and then at that 1 hour mark, we have to leave, and then we have 20 minutes to get to the other theater, and then in between, Nicole's got to pump because the movie's 2.5 hours, and then. So we're like planning it down to a fucking T to make sure that we can go to the Christmas party, handle Nicole, and then watch the movie at the same time.
Y'all fucked up already. Wanna know how? Because y'all decided to go to the party first.
Yep.
Well, the party ends at 8.
Oh, well, yeah, you ain't got
Yeah.
no choice then. Yeah.
It starts at 5. It's 5 to 8.
A weak ass party.
It's at Bayou Wine Garden.
Can I go?
I mean,
Wait,
if you want to
what?
pop up.
Bayou what?
Bayou Wine Garden.
What is it?
It's literally right next to Bayou Beer Garden.
Oh, okay.
Like, they're connected.
I thought it was. I was like, what? They got like a chain? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna pop
They're
up.
literally
You know
like
what I'm
right
saying?
next.
Don't your boss want to meet me?
He does, actually, yeah.
Bet. I'm gonna dap that nigga off like Damon and Friday.
Yeah, my boss listened to the show, like, when we first started. And he listened to it, and he was like, who's this Joe character? So I had to show him pictures of Joe. Be like, oh, that's what he looks like.
I'm gonna dap him off mad hard.
Oh, yeah. He's awesome. Oh, Lord.
But yeah, man, y'all gotta watch Sonic. That was a dope ass little movie.
I don't know why we haven't watched it yet, to be quite honest.
Yeah, the second one looks like it's gonna be fucking
Hell
dope because
yeah.
they
Is it
introduce
still
more
gonna have,
characters. Jim Carrey,
yeah.
yep. He comes back as like the actual Dr. Eggman you seen from the video games, the bald head and the crazy fucking mustache. It's great.
Was you like a Sonic fan, like the game playing up?
I was,
growing
yeah.
up?
But my brother played it more because I always got my ass kicked on it.
Can you beat this for me?
Couldn't get the 50 rings. Turn gold Sonic.
my brother played the shit out of that game, so I at least know like the concept of it.
Yeah. No, it was actually a really good movie. Like after they fixed the animation that everybody was like, this can't happen. After they fixed that and like made it look like Sonic.
Oh, the eyeballs.
Yeah,
and all that
it was
stuff.
like the whole
So
body and
bad.
everything. It was gross.
Yeah.
After they fixed it though, and like put the movie out for what it was supposed to be, it was pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
And the second one seemed like it's gonna be badass.
Yeah. They bring Tails in and Knuckles, and of course Jim Carrey comes back. It's gonna be dope.
When is it coming out? Like next year?
Nah, I think it's close. Like a couple weeks. It might drop the same weekend as fucking
I
Spider-Man.
thought it said 22.
It did.
2022.
It said 22.
All right, because I was about to say. Maybe.
I remember something said December 22nd, but I don't remember what trailer that was
It's
that
my
I seen.
birthday, y'all.
December 22nd?
Yeah.
Well, that's not a Friday, is it?
No, it's a Wednesday.
Yeah, no.
Because that's when we go into the bubble.
What happened?
We're talking about Sonic 2.
Oh, how's it going?
Pretty good. They're telling us
I'm
how
trying
to watch
I'm
it.
trying to find the fucking guy.
The release.
How haven't you watched that, bro?
Say again.
How haven't you watched that yet?
Sonic? I don't know, man.
That's what
Yeah, bro,
Honestly?
you like a big Jim Carrey fan.
Did you play the game growing up? The Sonic game?
yeah.
That's crazy.
No, like even like the original trailer where they had like the like I got
April
chills.
8th, y'all.
I
Yeah.
got
April 8th.
chills.
Wow.
Damn.
So I need to. I just haven't gotten around to it type shit. And I mean, we finally finished watching Shameless.
I hated the ending.
Yep.
Gotta. I feel like that was a cop out.
Yep.
A little bit.
That's
a little
all
bit
that
of a
was.
cop-out. But
It's like I get the show had
They
to
had
end.
to fulfill the contract.
Yeah.
yeah,
I really think that Ian and what's his name?
Mickey.
Mickey deserve their own fucking show.
Milkoviches.
I would watch the shit out of that show.
Hell yeah.
They are hilarious.
If we see a spinoff just started with just the Milkoviches, it'd be fucking hilarious.
Oh, hell yeah.
But did anybody get to actually watch True Story with Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes?
Yeah, I started it last night, but I didn't get too deep into it.
I
I
will
got
say-
about through the first episode.
Okay.
Maybe we can make that a topic for next.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I won't ruin it, but
Yeah, please don't. 'cause
Definitely,
you do
I
that
definitely
a
won't.
lot
I
all the
definitely
time.
won't.
Just go ahead and mute his mic.
No, I will
I think it's
say-
like Smurf, huh?
Yo, Smurf would be like, I don't want to ruin it for you, and then like spill the whole shit.
No. I definitely won't ruin it because definitely the first trailer I saw for this show, it's 7 episodes, I believe, and like when I first saw the trailer for this, they like I don't know who did this, but like they marketed it as like a fucking comedy.
Yeah.
So I was like, I would love to watch a comedy show with Kevin Hart. It is
Not a comedy. Yeah, no,
it
it's
is
100%
way
a drama.
not.
Yeah.
It is 100% a thriller drama.
Yeah.
And like Kevin has like his little like comedic moments because he's Kevin fucking Hart.
You're
Like,
right.
you're not going to be able to escape it. But the show itself, like I really believe in my heart that somebody was like, all right, Kevin Hart, biggest comedian in the world, one of the richest people on the planet, you know, all of these other things. What would be the worst thing to happen to him after a show type deal?
Right.
And then they show that possibility.
Right.
And then from there, they're like, okay, how can we make this worse?
Right.
And then from there, how can we make this worse and worse and worse? And like, I will say that is some of the best acting I've ever seen from Kevin Hart.
That's
Like,
what he said he wanted to accomplish with it. That's why he wrote this one himself.
did. He?
If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know.
I believe this is one of
don't
his
know.
that
There's
he had in deal with
literally
Netflix.
a scene where he screams a name, and it sounds like a bit from one of his comedy shows.
Yeah.
Like there's no escaping.
No, there,
Wait. Wait.
yeah, there is like that one moment where it was supposed to be really serious, but like he did it, and me and Nikki just kind of looked at each other and was like, I can't take it serious. Like, sorry. But there is like he does have like that little moment, like one of the opening shots is like his like it's him and his brother.
Stop talking about the show. We can get into it next week.
But, you know what? All right. So, fuck. No, I do definitely say no. This wasn't a spoiler. It was what was it? It was just like, all right, on the count of 3, you jump him. You jump him. It's just like, please don't make me jump him. I don't want to do that. But anyway,
see, we'd all laughed a lot harder if we'd have seen it.
Nope, trust me, you didn't miss anything.
Should have saved it for next week.
But anyway, what else we got?
I wasn't gonna watch it next week.
I know you weren't.
I've been watching mad random shit.
Let's see. Okay, so we got Juicy Smollett.
Juicy Smollett.
Has been found guilty
Y'all.
of faking. You know what? Hit it for him one time. You stupid ass, looking like a stupid ass.
Who is that?
Your boy from
Empire.
Gay dude.
The gay one.
What's funny is he
said it was gay. So what?
Indeed. But what got me was
worked.
when it came to the show Empire, like,
Oh yeah, he was the one that was carrying
he was the
that
best.
show. Yeah.
He was the best.
He was carrying it.
Out of all the people in that show that made music, like that, you could tell like everybody had their role to play, and like everybody they would release music that was good for each character.
He was the only one that had good music.
He had hits. You hear me?
Yeah.
Like most of the songs on Empire were corny as fuck. He had hits. Like I actually fucked with. I listened out of all the other guys. I listened to his music outside of the show.
Yeah.
Not even just watching.
So he's an actual artist.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. His family's very musically talented, though.
But he ended up getting into a situation where he basically, like, it was the whole MAGA thing going on, and he set up a situation where he got, and I'm using bunny ears, jumped by 2 guys that put a noose around his neck. They had MAGA hats on. They called him the F word and like all of these other
Poured
things.
bleach on him.
They poured bleach on him, and he went and he filed a police report.
But it was all cap.
It was all bullshit. And he just did it as a way to get attention brought to his struggles, if you will. But he went about it the really wrong way. And that's why even Dave Chappelle was just like, that's why you notice when he came out with the whole thing, black people were really quiet.
Yep.
Because we were like, this don't add up.
Come to find out, the nigga was fucking the night before or something like that in a masturbating session.
He jerked off on one of the guys.
Yeah.
that,
Pretty sure that's what
allegedly attacked
They
him.
jerked off with each other, if you will. It wasn't so much of a circle jerk, more
Orgy.
of a jerk session between the two.
Let's see who can last the longest type shit.
A jerky,
But you can't beat me.
a jerky cirky, if you will.
A Cirque de jerk.
A Cirque to jerk. If you will.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair. That nigga
Cirque
deserved
du
that shit.
jerk.
He knew it.
I think that needs to be the name of the episode. Cirque du jerk.
Cirque de jerk.
If you will.
Respectfully. With consent.
So in a way, I'm kind of okay with him going down. Just no pun intended. Just because I feel like that type of fuckery cannot be tolerated.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
I feel like there's enough bull. I mean, if I may, I feel like black people go through enough oppression. You don't need to invent something.
Yeah, bro.
That
don't
will
need to
then make
event.
other people look and be like, see, black people are full of shit.
Right, they're out here just exaggerating.
Exactly. Like,
Dude, just walk down the street. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to have.
Right, I'm pretty sure that could have happened to you if you'd have just took a few more steps down the block.
right.
Down the street.
You didn't
was
even
in the right neighborhood.
The
nigga.
people that were going to jump you probably stopped because they saw those black
It
guys.
was like, oh shit,
Like,
they got it already. Damn.
yeah, so I mean, I think he
Look at those MAGA hats. See, some bitch.
Gotcha, guys. Gotcha. Like, they would sit, like, the dudes that were, like, pretending were, like, standing there, like, waiting for their cue, and they were just, like awkwardly waving at them guys passing by in the truck, like, what the fuck? Hey. Hey, we're trying to be undercover right now, but hi, how y'all doing? See Todd, I told you we were famous. And they was like, no, we were gonna come help, but we see y'all got it. Don't worry about it. So I think that was one of those stupid ass moments where it was just like, bro, you idiot.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think that was one of those situations where you didn't have to do it. It would have happened to you eventually, as unfortunately does happen in America. But yeah. So
you had a better chance of that shit just happening on a regular fucking day than making shit up for yourself.
Because he was going to Subway at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning in 15-degree
I
weather.
guarantee if he'd have changed his city from Chicago to like Mobile, Alabama at 3 o'clock in the morning, he'd have got his situation without having to pay for it.
Easy. So
all he'd had to do was wear like some extra short shorts and tie his shirt up real good.
I think his problem was he went out looking
Put
for
on
it.
some cowboy boots.
Next
He would have been out looking for it that time.
Yeah, I was about to say. Next thing you know, you got
Ran down on.
You got a fucking redneck sitting in court going, Your Honor, he was asking for it.
You see him? Look at us booty shorts. How could I not beat his ass?
Look at this fucking queer.
Got his fucking shirt all tied up and shit.
Might as well have a rainbow shooting out of his asshole.
Your Honor, you feel me, right? Oh, wait, shit. No. You gonna do something? Looking at his fucking lawyer. You gonna fucking... I thought this was Alabama. All right?
I have the right.
I thought this was a safe space.
If a nigga was in court saying some shit like that, I was like, bro, you know what? You right. He was asking for it, bro.
I'm tripping. Look.
But
Them boots and shorts offend you. Whoop his ass, though.
To wrap up
Yeet.
our last little topic, we're gonna have to do unfortunately a little bit of a quick one because our babysitter's got work in the morning.
Yeah, and I gotta pee and my phone's about to die.
But apparently a teacher killed his wife and his children
For what?
after
What
getting
that bitch did.
popped. They found out that he apparently was writing fake vaccine cards.
Oh, yeah, I heard about
I
that.
thought she wrote it for him and he got busted, so then he ended up killing her.
Vice versa. He was writing fake scripts or fake vaccine cards.
He was the teacher? Or
Was
she
it?
was the teacher?
I think she was the teacher.
Okay.
I think he wrote the fake vaccine card, gave it to his wife, and she ended up getting popped for it being fake. So they knew that they were on to him. So what does he do? Kill his fucking wife and his kids.
That doesn't make sense.
This vaccine shit has gone too
I'm
far,
caught.
ladies and gentlemen.
Time to go, bitches.
Well, like
What?
So, like I'm pretty sure a prosecutor even said he might have did max 90 days. He might have got fined $2,000. That's maximum.
De-licensed at most.
That's max. Like they even said they were like it was his first time. They probably would have just gave him like community service probation. But this dude was like,
For
no,
killing?
no, for getting popped writing fake vaccine cards.
The reason why he got popped was because of his family. So he thought, let me kill these motherfuckers. I'll be fine. That's the logical answer in here.
Oh, okay.
That-
You're saying
that okay, Chris
if he
Benoit.
didn't kill his family.
Yeah, if he decided, hey, you know what,
Okay.
I'm not going to kill everybody.
He'd have got 90 days.
He'd have probably got
Were you
90
thinking
days.
they were saying 90 days for killing this whole family?
Like, no, if you didn't
Joe was
kill
like,
yourself and just kill your wife
Shit,
and
man,
kids.
is that all you get?
Bro, I was about to air this room out.
Been waiting to do this shit.
My kid can't have
Enough
fucking.
said.
My kid need a fucking play kitchen. Air this bitch out.
But see, there's that coupled with Nikki. You found this out the other day. What happens if you tell Alexa to sing you a song?
She started singing some song about, man, I had to.
I'm
say
so
it too.
glad I got a vaccine.
Yeah, it was very,
Yes.
very. It was.
No,
a
it's
lot.
Google. Ask Google to sing you a song.
Yeah, it was on my phone, so it was Google.
And that bitch starts going, thank God we got a vaccine so we can start going outside.
Let's see if
We
it'll
all
do it
work together. And it was like, yo, this is the
Don't do it
cultiest
because
shit
if
I've
it
ever
plays that shit, we might have to mute it. We don't know. If
That
Google
is
got a
true. Yeah,
copyright.
don't worry. See if you can find the lyrics. See if you can Google the lyrics. Because that to me was just like, all right, y'all taking this a step too far.
That's like the sign on the fucking bridge that says seatbelt and vaccine save lives.
Yeah.
That shit goofy.
Like I'm okay with them pushing the idea of getting the vaccine to save lives. What I'm not okay with is now every time I make a fucking turn, I have to hear about the fucking vaccine. Like that's when it starts becoming brainwashing to me. Like,
Yeah.
all right, if you're turning into like, okay, hey, how about
All right.
let's all just get fucking vaccinated so we can all just open this shit back up. Okay, Now I hear where you're coming from.
I'm just gonna read the lyrics.
Okay. Let's sing that shit.
It says, let's celebrate that we have the vaccine to help us bring a change to this old routine. It can help us build our immunities while taking care of our communities. Vaccines are safe
Bars.
and an important step towards opening up and shaking hands again and going somewhere we couldn't visit for months, protecting ourselves and the world at once. Scientists worked night and day. In record time, they found a way. Like superheroes and masks and gloves, helping us get back to what we love.
Give it to him one time. Yeah.
I felt lots
Indeed.
of pressure trying to keep on beat with Turtle, I gotta say.
That was dope.
That was Joe. I wasn't even doing it.
So
That's why I ain't get in it. I ain't want to make
I gotta say, y'all
matters
gotta,
worse.
y'all gotta cut the shit. Y'all have to cut the shit.
Yeah.
'Cause at this point, like, I'm vaxxed, Nikki's vaxxed, Joe's vaxxed. We need to find a way to cut the shit because I'm. Joe's sitting there like, don't you fucking lump me up with them white people.
No, I was gonna let you go on and see how far you went on with your bullshit until you stopped and was like, nah, he's not vaxxed.
For a second, I was like, did I miss that group chat? Like, when the fuck?
Show me your card. Show me.
But
This fake one.
Joseph.
it didn't kill your whole family.
Hey, my phone's about to die though, so
No, we wrapping up. So I mean, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. Is just like, how about we all calm the fuck down, cut the bullshit because I'm sick of it and I don't want to hear about it no more. So with that being said, y'all got anything else?
nah.
This is a good one. What's the name of the episode? Cirque so what?
Cirque the jerk.
Cirque the jerk.
Stop coming in the bathroom singing just because you don't think somebody's in there.
Sure.
It's a TRTL.
And you can find me on Instagram, TRTL __ on Twitter at TuneIn. All other social medias, TRTL.
I don't know why you just played the old man. Nikki P.
Oh, my.
Damn.
I just love that every time I do it, she freezes. Like, I go third. I go third.
Like 30 seconds. My Instagram is NIKKI_NP.
Average Joe.
Yeah, it's Average Joe. Yeah, LE _ average _ JOBE on Instagram. On Twitter, JoeVid19. Holla at your boy. I'm just so glad to be here, my friends. It's been an awesome podcast. Thank you guys for having me on every week.
I feel like we don't need anything else other than
You don't watch Black Clover, you wouldn't get it.
So you can check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe to us at The Hangover Podcast and on Twitter at @the_Hangover Pod. Thank you for having a drink with us. Thank you to the prosecutor of Scott Peterson so he doesn't get out. I don't care what Katie says. Even when we do our true crime podcast, I still think Scott Peterson did it with his stupid ass hairline. Thank y'all for having a drink with us. I've been drinking Bamboo, Tupac's on the table, and we have the Hangover cup still. Nicole's gonna have to just make more if y'all want one. If y'all want one. Thank y'all for having a drink with us. This is the Hangover Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Just woke up, couple bodies from the club dealing with this hangover.